It's almost like I've heard you talk about a lack of goodwill several times off stream.
A lack of goodwill, it's a delicacy. It's a fine, savory dish that you want to
Do you just say that
enjoy.
about everything?
Listen.
I'm listening, all right. It's
I don't say that about season 3. Season 3, it's like
what the frick?
food that you pulled out of the trash. Like, it's already been thrown away, and yet it has been dished out onto your plate, and you hold your hands out like, I cannot eat this. What is this? And yet they're like, no, here it is, season 3 of Code Lyoko. Please enjoy. And I can't do that. Absolutely not. I know Momo is seething right now, but
You're walking on thin
glad
ice,
I'm
bro.
so
I know.
Whoa!
You
I
probably
don't.
should
Now
delete
hold
that
on a second.
anyway.
Now I don't think
Yeah, you
that
should
even if you
probably
bored
delete
it out,
that
I don't
anyway.
think you should be posting that.
Yeah, you should not be posting
Okay.
that. Oh,
Alright.
yeah,
It's the wrong chat too.
I'll delete it.
yeah.
Switch.
Well, everyone knows I live in
Yeah.
Victoria, but
That's a nice
Still,
name, though.
I'm
That's a
still
nice
there!
name,
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just deleted it.
I'll do it.
Alright, it's gone.
Yeah, no, I already did. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, you shouldn't do that though. Even if it's blurred out, you never know. Like, we're all friends here, so that's good. But it's like, yeah, don't.
Are we though? I don't think we are. I'll turn on all of y'all. I'll turn to the
I'm
darkness.
lazy.
Damn it,
So
dude.
what you're
We
saying-
can't get past one. Can't get
So
past
what you're
one.
saying is, you're William. You're our William. You're gonna turn against us.
Well, no, I think Momo's William. Well, no, she just wants to be with William. She is at William.
Will you join him in the digital sea?
No,
100%.
I'm not gonna off myself. That's not good.
Damn.
I mean,
Yeah, if you want to do that joke in the future, just Google like a fake one.
Yeah, that would be
This is
better.
not a
yeah.
real. This is not a real ID.
Okay.
Could probably look for like an Australia sample ID actually.
Who names it Andrew Jason like that? That's two first names. Come on now.
Yes.
Yes.
He's an
Yes.
organ donor. May I see it?
No. Sorry.
No, it's just the way Cam said yes.
Still,
No, nice try.
Okay, this one actually looks a little cursed. I think it's because the image is like translucent. It's to make it
Yes.
look more legit. It's also not a real ID. So
It reminds me of someone, but I can't put my
I
finger on
I
it.
watch scam baiters, and sometimes for a scam they're baiting. Oh, are we
What?
we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
Oh,
oops.
Yeah.
Don't
I
worry.
thought- Don't
Oh,
worry
I
about
just-
it.
We're all talking at once.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, we'll finish that thought later.
what episode are we on?
The lake.
We're on the lake.
I like.
Such
Yeah.
one of the
What?
Oh,
top
Friday the
tier
13th?
episodes of
So-
the
Oh, no, I'm
stream.
kidding. No, that comes later.
If you want, I can give a summary because we agreed. Well, someone has to give a summary of the episode before we talk about it. I can do it, or if someone
Oh,
else
right.
wants to do it.
Flower, you're good at it.
Well, let's find out who's going first then.
Well,
Do you want me to-
yeah. Spin the wheel. Well, that's
Want me to
spin
spin
the wheel,
now,
but
or
we
just
Yeah,
have
don't.
five.
That. How dare you say that? That is not the way we say it. We say it like,
Alright, I'll
flower,
spin it.
do the thing.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, right.
I
Since
typed
you
the
watched
list
porn.
already.
Yeah, I haven't got back to it. That's just how I'm gonna do it from these
Yeah.
from now
Alright, I
on.
have. Oh yeah, that's right. Momo's not joining the combo. I
Nah,
just
she's just
double-checking
ranking.
my list. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't need to include her in the list.
she could
randomizer.
help us with tiebreakers if we have any.
There
Momo
we
found a
go.
love for quilting and is knee deep in a project.
As you should.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think I posted everything. Reddit, Twitter, Discord. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh,
Mhm.
TikTok.
Cool.
There we go.
However, I
Yeah.
will make fun of
Mhm.
all of
What's down
Wazy's
there?
comments and opinions.
Damn, that's crazy. Just because I was talking badly about season 3 earlier, that's it. That's what we're doing
Exactly.
now.
It's exactly what that
After
is.
all these years of wonderful friendship, kinship
Eh,
over being mod
eh,
here.
Yeah. That's how long it's taken to get
well,
through this. Years of friendship trying to get through this damn tier list. So,
That's how we're gonna handle it. I see how it is. I see how
once
it
this
is.
tier list stuff ends, then that's it. We're done.
Mhm.
We ain't talking no more.
Well, there's
Don't
evolution.
don't come to my
Oh
house.
I
Evolution.
can't wait to do evolution
Yeah.
one
We'll
day.
have to. Well,
I
it'll be another
Evolution.
break between because we'll have to rewatch them together before we do that.
I still haven't
Yeah.
watched it, by the way, or
Yep,
finished
Momo,
it.
you're gonna
Fine.
enjoy it. You're going to
Oh,
enjoy your time with us.
no.
Yes, you are.
We could do like
Mhm.
one episode at a time instead of trying to do
We
like
really
3
could.
at once for evolution. If we need to,
Nah, binge.
Well, the watch party could be a couple.
Wait,
at
we're
least
going
maybe
to
2.
watch then tier rank?
No.
that's what I was
What?
thinking.
Yeah.
Wait, the what? The what?
Yeah.
That
The
would've been
tier
That
interesting.
was
rank?
what I was suggesting.
We're going to be watching and tiering Evolution, yes.
Oh, that's not what I had in mind at all. I thought y'all were
Oh,
wanted
wait,
to.
Episodes
I
and
don't
rank
think-
it and as we go
Yeah,
one
we're
by
not gonna
one.
watch.
That
Yeah.
would probably be the
Surprise,
best.
Cam.
Yeah, but copyright.
Well, we don't.
No,
we can do.
I didn't
no.
mean on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So we watch
could- I
it
mean,
and
we
call,
could
and then we
do-
hop onto the stream, and then
Yes.
We could also just record the, and then I don't know,
I
play
think
it.
okay.
I
Actually,
brought up-
okay. I'm on the same page. I did not get that in the past. Unless I just it probably went over my head then. I was literally thought this whole time we were gonna rewatch the whole thing, and then we would start on ours. Yeah, no, that's probably not. Okay, that's probably better because
Welcome
we'll
back,
probably
Cam.
forget. Yeah, we'll probably forget
So
about what we had watched.
A lot of people who want to do like watch-alongs, they won't stream the thing directly. They'll just have a time code in like the corner, and then it'll just be us talking, and then it's up to like whoever's watching to queue up.
We can
their
also do that,
version.
yeah.
I mean, it's on YouTube, so we can put like a link in like the video, and then have like a timer, and then we can just leave that running. So we could do a live reaction, and then we can talk about it afterwards, and then do like a loose ranking.
Yeah. Okay.
I know
Yeah.
we talked about it before, but I think it's been a long time since I brought that
Well,
up.
what?
But
Why
we're
should
not
we
there
worry
yet.
about that now?
Yeah,
I mean, we're not
right.
going
Well-
to get to
'Cause
it
we're
for at
talking
least a
about it
few
right
years.
now. But, yeah.
We're not going to get to it in a few years, so therefore,
All right.
like,
All
we're going
right.
to forget all this.
Let me talk about the lake. A quick
Yes.
summary. I did
The lake.
watch this in the next episode. I don't think we'll get to not Lost at Sea. I don't think we'll get
Lab
to Lab Rat, but we'll see. Yeah, so I also have the episode pulled up to help me with the summary. So in this episode, the characters are all going on a field trip to a place in the woods it's got a lake and an
Oh,
island
yeah.
in that lake, and they're gonna camp there for a few days and also study the plants and wildlife as part of Mrs. Hurt's science class.
It's,
Sissy tries to Sissy brings up a bunch of stuff, including a bike, and Jim's like, "You don't need that. Put it away." And then she's like, "Oh, but you want me to tell my father, the principal, your boss, you're discouraging exercise in students?" So they bring the bike anyway. This will be important later for plot reasons.
It's a surprise tool
Plot
that will help
convenience.
us later.
Exactly. Also, Odd
oh my
attempts
God.
to sneak Kiwi
Yeah.
because they're going out to the lake, to the wilderness, and he's not going to let Kiwi behind. Yumi calls the Lyoko warriors. She's stuck having to take 2 tests that day, and she's mad jelly that everyone else is going on a field trip. Then Kiwi makes noise. Jim catches him, and he's just like, "Okay, you're caught. When we get back, we're sending the dog home."
Damn.
And they arrive. They paddle over to the island. Aelita calls Yumi to make sure everything's okay at home, and they're like, yeah. She's like, yeah, it's fine, just studying for a test. Or wait, no, I'm seeing her do a phone call. I remember now. Jeremy doesn't have good internet connection to the supercomputer, so they're calling to ask Yumi where to go check in the lab just to make sure everything's fine. And I'm trying to. I think I missed the joke. Oh, you can hear it through my microphone.
Yeah.
I forget.
I missed it.
Wee woo, wee woo.
I have my window open. It's hot in here. Listen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
understandable. Understandable.
I was just background noise to me. I'm like, why are you posting? Oh.
I'm glad someone mentioned it, by the way, because I thought they were just going to skim past that. No one was going to say anything.
I mean, I was skimming past it. It's no biggie, but that's funny though. She was just like, wait, I don't get it. The realization.
Pick up on that, but okay.
Yeah. No, I think. Yeah. No, you're good.
Let's see. Auric struggles to put up a tent because it turns out he's never done that before, which has implications. I'll talk about that later. It's not really relevant to the episode itself. Xana activates a tower. So yeah, Xana's of course going to take this opportunity to attack, while the warriors are not in a place where they can easily rush. I'm not running from the law, cat.
I'm sorry, but this image is crazy. I mean, I understand Jerry, but this is pretty funny. Just Aelita, you get that shit set up for me while I play this game on my computer.
Doing important Lyoko stuff, Aelita.
Yeah, it's just like you just hear game sound effects. He's playing the fucking penguin game. He lies and he's playing the penguin game.
I could probably edit that in pretty easily, actually.
Yes, actually. Oh, we gotta do it. Wazy, you can if you want, but that's fucking.
Actually making another meme.
Oh, that's totally fine. I'm gonna note that. I'm also gonna timestamp that.
Alright,
God.
Yumi makes it to the lab, she checks, she finds out, yeah, there is an activated tower. And Xana sends a specter to the lake. This is like, the electricity jumps into the lake, and then this black sludge monster just shows up and just starts attacking everybody. Meanwhile, in Sector 5, the Scythozoa is going over to the Squidglanier to drain it of all its energy. Yeah, I'm just skimming through a lot of this. I said it out loud already. The warriors talk about what to do because they're like, oh, we're stuck here at the lake because they're on an island, and the supercomputer, they have to cross the lake past the sludge monster and the teachers who don't want them leaving. So Odd and Auric come up with this plan, essentially to have Odd puts Kiwi on a dinghy and sets him to the lake, and then he calls out for help to Jim. He's like, oh no, my poor dog, he's lost on the lake. Please help me, Jim. Jim's like, oh my god, fine. He gets on a dinghy, he goes after Kiwi, and eventually Jim gets to Kiwi, and then Kiwi jumps into the lake and swims after Auric, who is revealed is also in a dinghy, like crossing the lake on his own. Jim's like, hey, get back here. But then Jim gets electrocuted. Then Auric gets electrocuted. Aelita, who is hiding in the dingy under like a blanket, comes out and just is like, oh, poor Auric, and then leaves his unconscious body behind as she runs off the island, off the lake.
Totally fine, probably.
You'll be fine.
She calls Yumi to give her instructions on how to do a self-ritualization so she can go to Sector 5 to deal with William and the... Oh yeah, because also William's now in Sector 5, also there to, like...
Yeah, William!
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
No, are
maybe
they in the
should.
ice sector? They're fighting in the ice sector.
They're fighting
That's
in the
right.
ice sector.
Yeah. I watched this episode recently, and then I forget.
We literally
details.
just
It's
watched
fine.
it.
We did. I'm aware.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wish I
skipping.
knew how
I'm
to
like
jump
skip.
in.
I'm not there yet in the episode. I'm just kind of summarizing ahead of myself. There's a fun scene where Kurtz is knocked out cold, and Jim goes to like resuscitate her. Students like, hey, give her mouth to mouth, and Jim starts to do it, and then Kurtz is just like, no, touch, like, get any closer to me, it'll be the last thing you do, or something like that.
yeah.
That's that military
it.
train.
Oh yeah, so no, Yumi goes to the ice sector to clear out the monsters to prep for Alita coming there, and then that's when William attacks. Right. I'm bad at remembering Lyoko stuff, guys. I'm sorry.
That's a lie, though.
Yeah.
I'm better at remembering Earth scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and I was skipping ahead of what I was actually looking at. There was that famous scene where Yumi's like, "You promised William to be a warrior, a Lyoko warrior," and then he has a flashback, and there's a moment where Yumi's wondering if she can reach out to the real William, but it doesn't last. Xana takes over. I'm sure we'll talk a lot about that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing that now.
Honestly, not important.
Aelita manages to bike to the factory,
disconnect you.
biking several miles in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, Aelita just proves to us in this episode that she's an Olympic level cyclist.
Or the lake wasn't actually that far from the school. I'm not sure which, but Alita virtualizes herself. Well, let me wait till I'm there. Alita virtualizes herself onto Lyoko, chases William away. We keep cutting back to the lake monster and the electricity terrifying everybody. Aelita goes and deactivates the tower. Oh yeah, I guess I missed it, but before that, because the Schizozoa was like attacking the Skidblad near, Aelita activates some towers to trigger a program that is essentially an ultimate protection for the Skidblad near, and it zaps the Schizozoa, and it's the one and only time the Schizozoa gets destroyed. But then Aelita gets the tower, deactivates it, they go back in time. They're chilling on the bus. There's a funny reveal that Odd basically gave Kiwi to Yumi to look after, so he doesn't get caught again. And then it ends with Yumi going, Odd! You didn't...
Mhm.
I need to take 2 tests, not watch a dog. And that's the end of the lake.
Hold on. Oh, okay. I finished the meme.
Oh.
I didn't do the penguin game, but I think that this is funnier. Give me just a second. I need to pull it up in my files. J. Damn, bye, Momo. But no, I think this is funnier.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the computer. Quest for
I'm
Fate.
surprised you were already on it when I brought it up. That's you were like, "Oh, I'm already working on a meme." I didn't know it was like the one I just said. Thought you were like completely different cartoon or
No,
something.
I was working on a different meme, but I paused to work on this meme. So
Oh, okay.
I couldn't
Perfect.
find an image of the penguin game and didn't want to look up a screenshot, but then I'm like, And then I got this. There you go.
Well, it deserves the pin.
Thank you.
Because I just thought that picture is just too funny, and I'm so happy we came up with that. Oh my god. Now we need an actual like dub and video. Go hardcore on that shit.
We can, what's it? Shoot. We have friends who can do
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah, like we could go over the top of that meme, and I'd be down
Yeah.
for that. All right.
Shut up, I lead on gaming. Oh.
No, he would be saying like, no, I'm working on pertinent Lyoko stuff, and then the sound effects of him playing cues.
Oh god.
All right. So Dylan, you're up first.
Am I?
Ready? Yeah. I think that's the first time. I don't, at least from what I can remember.
Is it?
First time ever, boy.
I don't know. It feels like it.
I'm pretty
This is
sure you just can't remember.
Oh, you're back.
Excuse me.
The lake.
Welcome
It's
back.
it's a pretty good episode. I mean, doesn't really do anything fancy, doesn't do anything unique. I mean, like the Xan attack
What-
is obviously original, but like it's not anything that stands out. The only reason you remember it is because the episode itself is sort of memorable as, oh, it's that one where they go to the lake. Ignoring the title of the
Also-
episode, of course.
Yeah, they go somewhere else. In
Um,
France.
Actually, yeah. let
Isn't
him
that
finish.
cool?
But no, I gotta be honest. This episode's great for proving that Aelita is a Olympic bicyclist. Like she that or Yumi's just more than capable of taking on Xana William for almost 15 to 30 plus minutes. Which, considering how the show treats Yumi, I'm gonna go with a nice Aelita's a Olympic bicyclist.
Well, what about all the Lyoko scenes? This is the episode where Yumi had a chance to free William or try to reach him.
Well, I gotta say, this episode was definitely not written by Sophie.
Oh my god.
Because
So-
we all know how Sophie feels about Xana William.
That's actually true, but still, it's an episode that happened.
I mean, it's a nice scene. It kind of, if William truly was supposed to either come back and be a warrior for like a theoretical 5th season, it's sort of planning those routes, but it definitely doesn't jive with how one of the head writers wanted to treat William throughout the show. I give it like a solid A plus ish.
Okay.
Like it's a good episode.
I didn't.
Doesn't really
no,
do
it-
anything
no, it-
wrong.
I don't know
It
why.
just
Just the
doesn't
way you.
stand out.
I was expecting an A though from you, because the way you were talking about it. But okay, all right.
Bookbird
A
would
plus.
also like to remark F because Jeremy's the worst.
Actually, let me get rid of that shit.
Just because
We're
he's on his computer doesn't mean that he's the worst, okay? Now.
What?
He's
No,
always
no,
on his
no.
computer. Just went with-
Bookbird just doesn't like Jeremy because justifiably he's the worst.
That's
I respect it.
How dare you slander my favorite character?
yeah, because everyone's an asshole in Kyoko.
I mean, yes, but
All right, it's my turn, right? So, oh boy, this is like top 10, top 5 of the season. Which I think is a really good episode. I think this is the closest we're gonna get to a summer episode. It's not the beach, but I'll what the hell, I'll count it. It's close enough.
gosh.
It's too bad we didn't get a beach episode though. But I love episodes where they go on trips like this. That's just outside of school that you see almost every episode. I just like to see new scenery and environments from the show. So I really enjoyed them like camping out, learning stuff, and the attack happening there. I thought the lake attack was very intimidating, very scary. Jeremy being like just all calm was looked like he was made him kind of look like a badass. It's just like, there was an image actually that I haven't got to it yet, but there's an image where he's just like a blank face with a lightning strike, like the monster attacking, like where they're like huddled under like this protective like
A lightning rod
shields,
made
yeah,
out of a bunch
from
of
that Jeremy did.
He's farming.
Oh, I gotta save this picture too. There's some, man, I forgot the Skibazoa is a problem in this episode. the stakes are high as well on both Earth and Lyoko, so it just really makes it really fun and intense. Uh, yeah, with the whole Lyoko scene with actually, isn't this the one where Yumi's in the tower and you have Williams like just sits behind through like the camera angle is just, yeah, I love that, and just like kicks her out of the fucking tower. But the whole like just her trying her best to like free William through memories and keywords, just really, I remember just really kind of getting to me emotionally when first rewatching it. I was just like kind of rooting for it to happen. I'm like, come on, yes. Like I love William, Xanify William, he's badass. But like this is kind of like at the halfway point of the season, so I was kind of hoping, like, okay, this is a good point to where we could, get him back. I've seen a good amount of evil William, so I was really rooting for it. But Yumi, as always, disappointed me. Didn't do it fully. Kidding, but. What else? I do really like the scene where Jim gets pranked on when they're trying to escape the lake. I think that was just so funny. I think that's probably like the gist, like my highlights of this episode. I mean, there was a lot of. I thought this was all around a really good episode. But I would rank this. One more thing. Jim, man, This is one of Jim's best like character moments, man. One of his best episodes. And I'll send a snapshot of just what I'm talking about. He cares about the kids, and I love it. I love this image so much. He's just like, get around, guys. It's okay. Jim's just the best, man. He's the best. I know he has his like moments with the Lyoko gang earlier on, but man, he has a huge heart. Other than that, I might have missed stuff. Maybe I'll bring it up later, but this definitely gets an A plus as well. I don't think it's top tier S, but it is such a super good episode though. It's probably one of my best takes for an episode in a long time. They're usually pretty short because everyone else usually talks or I don't have all my memory. But this one, I've talked about it, Wazy, I've talked about this episode a lot, so like I had a lot to say.
Yeah.
A good amount to say.
Oh, my notes are short here too.
Like I thought this was my favorite episode because I remember I didn't have one, couldn't think of one, but I knew Lake was up there for sure because that was one I talked about a lot. But yeah. So who's next?
Waze.
Me. Okay. Well, two things before I begin. First, I want to comment on you saying, Yumi shouting out keywords to try and get William back is such a funny image. No, just imagine her being like, William, you're Lyoko warrior, you swore to it, and then he pauses, and then he has, wait, holy shit, it's working. Swimming pool! Scanner!
Jeremy's a nerd.
Spelling random words in the season.
I think it would be really funny had
That would be super
what if
funny.
you
I said Jeremy's a nerd, and it just from the hall, down the hallway, the worst.
Oh my god.
What were you gonna say, Colton?
I was gonna say that, like,
Yeah.
what if Yumi said, what about Ulrich? And then William gets upset, and then
Immediately
it just makes him more angrier.
I love it.
You hear the operatic oh again. As soon as he says Ulrich.
You know what? I gotta have her use keywords again to get it back, and then just have it to where it uses that choir again when it doesn't. That's too fucking hilarious. That's, oh my god.
Wheezy, if you don't edit that together, I'm gonna be
Oh,
so
that's
mad.
a big one. That's a big one.
William, the subdigitals!
Oh, I could use the but oh
Do
my
the
god, that would
subdigitals,
be
William.
Yeah, that was gonna be a big one because you
that
have
would
to.
be
Yeah.
God, I'd have to do so much shit. That'd require a lot of editing.
You can put it in your notes. Yeah, yeah. Put it in your notes, and that's another one that we could do
I'll
later.
put it on the list.
That's yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no. The other thing I was going to say before I start reviewing this episode, I will say, before we came onto the stream, Flower and Dylan absolutely upset me because they actually made me watch Code Lyoko because I joined the call with them and they were watching Code Lyoko. So I had to also watch Code Lyoko and it ruined my entire day. I was absolutely disgusted. I mean,
Good. I hope.
ugh.
Remember, we're not friends here.
As he could have
Exactly.
just
Only-
disconnected himself. He just knew he couldn't.
Yeah. I will say, as soon as the seconds in this theme song, I'm like, ew, turn that off. I already hate it. I had to keep up the generational hater
Here comes the
bit.
pitchforks. I know.
Had to keep up with it. But no, for real. When it comes to the lake, Jory often calls me the contrarian, and that's what I'm gonna be here. But I think this episode is kinda mid. It has its good moments. Don't get me wrong. Yes, the moment between Yumi and William is great. Seeing the Schizozoa go after the skid is also fun. But honestly, I think it just kind of has to go down to the. I think the attack is kind of mid. Just in general, I think the attack is kind of mid, and there isn't really. Outside of, okay, Jim being very sweet, and Yumi and William having their moment, I think there isn't much to say in terms of character interaction, in terms of story. It's a very basic plot. It's just I didn't feel it. Yeah, get hurt, Cam.
Damn.
I did. I was rewatching the episode today. I wasn't feeling it, and for that, I've gotta say that it was just kind of mid. Another thing to note about this episode, of course, that I'm surprised neither of you brought up, but this episode also has the Lyoko Warriors in their seasons 1 through 3 outfits instead of season 4, even though we've already transitioned into
Really?
the season 4 outfit.
I totally did not.
Yes.
I totally did not
Yeah.
notice
I didn't
that.
notice it.
Wow.
Because you didn't
I
rewatch
did, and
it
it makes me
literally
upset.
40 minutes ago.
It
God.
pisses
Wait,
me off
wait.
that I
Oh, yeah.
noticed it, and it makes me mad.
Yeah.
The Earth ones?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
The Earth ones, yeah.
That's weird.
Yes.
Yeah, I never know. I guess I don't notice that because I'm so used to both outfits. I just don't. My brain doesn't
It's
really.
like-
No, but they switch back. Now, the reason for this is simply because this episode was produced earlier, before they had
that's weird.
finalized the season 4 Earth outfits, but it's still funny that it's just
That
like,
gets
yeah,
me
we're just all gonna wear our
Absolutely.
today. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're just vibing. Something
I have to
said
know
while
then.
watching it was-
Sorry, about that
The new outfits
fact.
were
That
getting
fact.
washed. That's all.
That fact though. Like I wonder. You said it was made. Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, go. No, I was reacting to Dylan saying they were getting washed the season 4.
The production order, the order in which
Yeah.
they were making the episode.
You're right. Right. I just think it's weird that was earlier on. That makes me feel like what was the Lyoko scenes though? Just that those couldn't have been
Well, no.
early too.
No, they had the season 4 outfits ready as early as Double Take. But do we actually know Code Lyoko's production order or no? I don't think we
No.
do. Do we? Yeah.
None of us do.
Yeah. I just
It's on
think-
some.
Yeah,
it's
that's-
on a Dargod server, locked away in some deep
Probably, yeah.
portion of the server room,
Probably, yeah.
labeled
but we
"Do
know-
not open,"
we-
for which we may. So we do not open to further contain
Yeah,
the
can
demons
you-
hidden inside.
Yeah.
Can you imagine crazy production order stuff? Like, actually, the lake was the episode we made last in season 4. What? you imagine?
Oh, and we made
Which one?
Teddy Godzilla at the exact same time. Which
No,
sounds
no,
really weird, but like that's how we did it.
like just some crazy ass shit. Like I don't know. Like Ghost Channel was actually the first episode produced. That is the one we made first. Can you
Big
imagine?
Godzilla was the last one we created.
Yeah,
I mean, it's very
exactly.
obvious Ghost Channel was like the third to last episode produced.
Oh,
Ignoring the fact that it is also the third to last episode.
what's it? Both of the Guardian episodes were probably made close to each other. Both the Aelita one, Image Problem. Image Problem is the Yumi one. Probably both Image Problem and God, Girls and Dreams were made of when you're making music and you're making straight fire. Oh, but yeah, no. It's the fact that, but no. Just the production order of Code Lyoko is actually something I've never really thought about, but I'm now really interested in. I would love to see that. But yeah, this episode was made. We are largely sure that this episode was made before the somewhere in the batch with the first 5 episodes of season 4 that have the old outfits, and then yeah. I was saying this with Dylan and Flower when we were watching the episode that if I didn't know better, because I know that seasons 3 and 4 were ordered together, but I said if I didn't know better, I feel like the lake might have actually been the pitch episode for the season. Because it's very simple. It has William and Yumi doing their thing.
It has
What's it?
it has a super generic Xana attack that's like
Yeah,
season 1.
yeah. It's like was it?
And Jeremy is the worst.
Hayden's so hard on the attack. Man.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's just like so. I'm just like, was this the episode that they used to pitch it? No, but because
I mean, they could
imagine
have
with season 3.
if
possible.
even if they were ordered at the same time, it's possible that they pitched both. They had a
This
pitch
is
episode
true.
for both seasons.
This is true.
Granted,
yeah, they.
I believe when you're so like this isn't you're pitching a new show. I believe that's sometimes the pitch is literally just a storyboard. You're not actually pitching the episode
That's
like
true.
a reel
true
of
as
the
well.
episode. And the reason is because you've already established the show, so instead you're essentially pitching what an episode in that season would look like, as opposed to
Still could have
pitching
been
the show.
the storyboard of this episode also could have been the one they used to pitch.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I'm just.
Yeah. No. I get.
I'm just saying. I believe that in an established series, you don't need to pitch like with an episode. You're pitching with storyboards and whatnot.
I also would like to believe that season 4 didn't need to be pitched to most places at the very least because of the fact that Code Lyoko in its heyday was huge. You know. So it's just like, yeah, we have. I mean, they got a whole order of 40 episodes, something you could not dream of in this day and age.
Supposedly huge enough that Cartoon Network wanted to just buy it right out.
That's still
Yeah,
a rumor.
exactly.
That is an unsubstantiated rumor.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Supposedly, you're right. It's still a rumor, but I believe it. But
I just saw Nackley commit Sudoku.
nice. Yeah, you can't say that. Oh, well, you
I can say Sudoku. It's
Yeah.
just a harmless. It's just a harmless numbers puzzle game.
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insinuate anything. But God, what's it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. It's just the production stuff of this episode is really fascinating. In regards to William and Yumi, I do want to touch on the fact that because this episode was made earlier, is it possible that the way that they viewed William early on was perhaps that maybe they were going to have it that he was fighting with his possession more? And that was a thing they were going to do, but later in production they decided, actually, no, we're not going to do that. That was something that
No, I have to disagree because we know how Sophie feels about Xana William.
I mean, to be fair, that is later on and after the fact. At the very least.
Or you know what? No. Maybe you're right. Maybe they
Like-
wanted to do this and Sophie killed it.
Oh my god.
They were setting
That
up
is
for it, and
crazy.
Sophie killed it. Like, wait, what the fuck? No, this is my
That is
little. This is the character I get to beat the shit out of. What are you doing?
Sophie, I just want to
I
talk.
don't think
I just want to talk, Sophie.
Oh.
Where's she at?
Oh my god.
I just want to speak.
Oh my god. But no, it's very interesting the way that William and Yumi are handled in this episode, because it's like it's very different from the way we never see William have a moment like this ever again. And the fact that this episode was produced earlier, as well with opening act, where it's like ambiguous whether or not he was still possessed, I personally believe that William in opening act was just opening act? Yes, opening act. Was just fucking with them when he was running from the crabs. And I honestly also think that he was just fucking with Yumi. Like Xana specifically was fucking with Yumi during this episode with the whole William come back. Like, we know Xana is big on theatrics, and so he's like
Man has a
he's
sense of
Mr.
humor.
Yeah, he
Mr.
does.
Incredible.
He'd push you off a building and call it a joke.
He needs Aelita to come to Lyoko, and so he's waiting for her to get there. So he's like, "Yeah, I got time," like Mr. Incredible. So he just does this.
The only
No,
I think
okay.
the only logic I could see here is that they were probably writing this and also preparing their early drafts for the last couple episodes, and someone was like, "Well, what if we just imply that William really is doing this against his will, and then we can like pay that off in the final episode or something, where like Xana tries to possess, and like someone's like, no, what? No, William gets possessed in the last episode because let's be honest, he's weak and maybe he kind of wants to. But no, I'm joking about that part. But like, because in the penultimate episode, or to be honest, the ultimate episode for the intents and purposes of fighting Xana, like they're like, lay off William. It wasn't it was against his own will. He was as much a victim as we are. It feels
Say
very
I just realized that's a different episode. We can't talk about that right now. We got to focus on this one.
No.
But yeah, I agree.
I'm saying maybe they were setting up for something, and they never paid off because Sophie hates William and wants him to suffer.
I don't know if it's hate William. It's just literally just had a purpose of.
She just wants him to suffer. You're right. My bad.
Anyways.
Sorry, just give me a sec.
Oh my god.
Really?
God, I missed it. It's been too long.
But no, when it comes to, I just think that earlier on they had a very different. I think they were still trying to figure out William's possession, and I think they had very different views on it. Maybe initially they wanted him to fight back more, and that was going to be a recurring plot of season 4 that they would later drop, because again, you have it that, hypothetically speaking, this was also in the same batch as opening act and things like that. The episode I'm thinking of is not opening act; it's Rec Room. Oh my god!
Oh yeah! Oh, you're talking about the joke where he's like psyched. I didn't know that was what you were talking about. Yeah, that's correct.
See you again, leader.
I love that scene.
No, but like, I like to believe that initially the idea was William was free in these scenes, but now I think the idea is just that. No, Xana was just fucking with them. Like in hindsight, Xana was just fucking with them. Like I think he's so funny too because he's like, yeah, no, Yumi caress his face and then grab the hand.
No, dude, this would have been great to add to Xana with humor bit, which I actually there's a little bit on that in the video I posted today, and it's. Man, I forgot how actually funny Xana is after mentioning that.
Yes, it's hilarious.
Dude, that's even better than what was mentioned in the video. That is fucking gold.
But no. Yeah. For that, I will say though, um, it's a pretty mid episode outside the William stuff. Yes, Jim has some nice moments. Also, I will say, I'm personally a big Jim Hurts shipper, and the reason for that is episodes like this. I just think they're really fucking funny. You know, when he's about to give her mouth to mouth, and she's just like, "Come even a hair closer." Like, I just think they're funny. But yeah, no. Outside of the few good things here and there, I feel like it's just not a very good episode. I would have to give the lake a C plus.
Wow.
Oh God,
Wow.
that hurts.
Me from Paul. Actually,
I don't
wait.
believe you Taking your mod powers away.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Both Discord
Yes, sir.
or
Yes, sir. The fact that you had to ask that, just to be clear.
Oh my god.
Damn, that's gonna. Oh God, that's a. Oh, I thought you were gonna say B, but damn.
No, C plus. I consider it a B minus, but C plus.
Out of here with your stupid shit.
Jory calls me the contrarian.
Hope he's watching.
Well, too many ain't here.
No wonder you gave it a C for contrarian.
I just realized.
God,
I just realized Flower unofficially added Bookbird to the list with the
I
F rank.
appreciate.
Wait, did you?
Unofficially though, but yeah.
I appreciate.
Wait, where?
Not. Wait.
What?
Well, for the episode,
You made it
yeah,
a-
this.
You made it.
Yeah,
a,
that's right.
a
It was this episode.
subscript? You even made it. You made it in subscript text.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw the edit.
I appreciate that.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I mean, I think if she were to like actually legitimately rate the episode, it'd probably be like a D. But
You know, when we were watching the episode, I considered that.
that
Let's
she
move
would
on.
or that you
Let's
would.
move on.
No, that I would. I considered it a D. But I'm like, it's not that bad. But
We only have like a couple that are in
It's
D.
a-
That's
it's
crazy.
Just a good. It's just like a good Code Lyoko episode. I mean, I guess like like if you scale it
it's very
against
good.
if you scale it against a lot of the S ranks in the show, then yeah, I guess sure.
I mean, you were saying like y'all were saying how like mid the Xana attack is, and that kind of brings back season 1 vibes, which is interesting because it's like I thought season 1 had a good attacks like, until they
Except for when they
reused them.
repeated the same attack with a different.
Yes,
with
exactly.
A, with a
The lake-
slightly different
It's
context.
not something that has been done. Electricity, sure, but I don't know.
It's a very
No,
season
no,
one.
It's a very
season 1-esque attack.
It's definitely. I would agree with that. Yeah, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Something to say about
Electricity
season 4 is it brings back a lot of the season 1 type attacks, which I think is
appreciate
actually
that.
a really good thing because
And
season
season
2
3.
and 3 just has a lot of Xana sends a clone of a character to terrorize the warriors.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
if
you
it
say
were
Xana
what?
possesses a character to terrorize the warriors.
should have made a lake
And-
monster, like an actual Loch Ness monster. Then maybe
That,
I
that's
would rank it
that's
higher.
that's true. I guess they. Well, I guess if it had been like something that would be able to come out of the lake because they were taking cover way back in the forest, so a lake monster probably wouldn't.
They forgot
Do
their
that much.
they forgot their Lovecraftian horror guidebook.
Exactly, but no.
How to write Lovecraftian horror into your
I
your
think
children's
Xander,
show.
I think Part 2 does this attack better. Like, I'm sorry, but it does. I think Xana Awakens Part 2 does this attack better. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
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 Are you are you done though? Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
See,
Yeah.
yeah.
forgot about that already.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Shut the fuck up.
I think.
Take it away, Kitty.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a lot to say. I just looked at my notes and I realized it's really small. I'll mention something that has been mentioned before. I guess with Yumi, when she used the supercomputer, kind of acted like that she never used it before. Um, but it's like you would think by season 4 she would have had at least some sort of like knowledge how to use it. I mean, like I know they don't use it that often, but you know she would have at least had a smaller bit to know how to use it. And then I but I also mentioned that like yeah, well, you know, she did had a lot of schoolwork that she had to do, and and oh yeah, and that one scene with when you know William sneaks up against up behind Yumi always cracks me up. You know that one that one scene where he like shows up and he just like that smile.
He's right
Yeah.
behind me, isn't
He's
he?
like,
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Yeah. And I also mentioned like that it was about like that one theory that where like I think like we mentioned it like last year about how Xena only lets William break free for a brief moment to see, you know, the damage he caused before, you know, taking control of his body again. And I think that's probably it because, you know, at this point everyone has already said what's been like mentioned in my notes, so yeah.
It's okay. I mean, you can always
Uh,
mention your highlights, even though they
I,
were
I, I
others'
did
highlights.
I didn't rewatch this episode,
Me either.
unfortunately. Um so I think I'll
That's
give this like a between a
Shut up.
B and a C. Wasn't a big fan of
I
this episode, but it could have been, but it wasn't like, you know, too bad. It
Go with
wasn't
your heart.
like it wasn't like horrible to sit through, but I wouldn't say it blew me away. So maybe like I guess I'll probably put it in B.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Correct answer.
What's millionaire? Are you Reed Philbin? What the hell?
Shut up. Shut up with it.
I thought that too.
Final
By the way,
answer.
like,
I gotta
you
make
not-
sure because she was
wait, I
bouncing
think that you
between
should have
two,
taken
so.
the initiative and watched the episode, and I'm
Yeah.
ashamed of
Would
you
you
for
like-
not doing so.
Well, these were written like these were written like before the tier stream hiatus started.
Damn, these
That's
notes are
fair.
old then. Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Like
4.5 years.
seven.
No, oh my god, I just said 4.5 years. No, 4.5 months.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It might as well be years.
All
Close enough.
right. Who is next?
I'm next,
All right.
I think. Yeah, I am. Okay.
Go next.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, this episode. The Wake. Well, I will say that it's okay. I'll say right off the bat that yeah, this episode is memorable. Probably, I think the main reason it's memorable for me is because of the fact that like, hey, we go somewhere else. We're not going to the pool, and we're not going to the forest or the Hermitage or any other damn place that we haven't been to yet. No, we're headed straight to the Wake, which is not specified what wake it is or where the hell it's even located,
Smart.
which I find pretty interesting. I mean, I think that would be kind of important. But like, if someone went on Google Maps and decided to look, like, hey, where's the wake at? Is there a wake in France? And
Yeah,
I
I mean-
think that's probably where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
imagine
yeah.
they'd be.
They could have just done a lot of places like. I feel like that could have been a show where they could have actually based a lot of locations from real places, but
I mean, we know the factory and the school are both
Yeah,
based
yeah,
off
those-
the locations.
no, yeah. I'm just saying. I feel like they could have kept that trend. That made that a trend. That'd been cool.
Yeah, I agree. Like let them go to the mall or some shit. Like, let them go. Have an episode where they go and pick out their new clothes. I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, Totally Spies. You know, like they gave them all outfits because they had
I
a
know.
budget.
Yeah. Oh,
Holy Spies was also a
Excuse me.
different show. Like the characters in it are models in fashion, like fashion gurus. Like
okay.
it would
It
be
still
weird.
had a better budget though.
Are
It
they?
had
I haven't seen
lots
them
of, it had several different like environments.
I'm saying that the
We don't have to get into this.
we shouldn't.
Colton?
We shouldn't.
I love how you stopped yourself before you can go further with that. By the way, gee, all right, where was I? Oh yeah, I haven't even. Yeah, okay, so they all go to the wake. I guess. I mean, the whole plot of this episode is nothing really that special. I mean, they go to the wake and it's a field trip, which, yeah, I guess that's
Really? It should be. They go to the lake.
not
at the end.
normal. Not normal, I guess, for like an average Koyaku episode. Um, I think one of you said earlier that they were like looking for plants and stuff like that, which I find hilarious because like they did that in the previous episode too.
Yeah.
So like they couldn't go with anything else. Like
Hey,
we're not
hey.
looking for plants now. We're at least with
Miss
what was
Hurst.
it?
Loves nature.
Why
She
am I
loves it so
thinking
much. Why
Koyaku
should you go
Bridge
marry
now?
it?
Okay.
Oh,
Sick.
I will say I do like the Mrs. Hertz scene.
Yeah, I like.
Oh, with
She
the
has
CPR? Yeah, that was fun.
all her scenes.
No.
I'm
No,
glad
her
that
picking
we
up the
got it.
flower, picking up the flower, and
Yeah,
it's
and
sweet.
like
It's very
enjoying the,
sweet.
like, yeah,
Yeah, I took a
her
picture.
dialogue and the sweet moments music. It's nice.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very good.
I like that she.
Yeah.
I like that character. I like to see that character of her. Like seeing something outside of school, like just loves nature and flowers. It's
Yeah.
just, it's cute. And if Jory was here, he'd be like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. He's a clown head.
That's right.
Why do we even bring him into this?
That's next week's video.
That's next week's bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what? Tier list next week? We ain't doing this again. We're not going to do it again.
You're right.
We're not.
I was.
Not till
Smith.
next week.
Cam's gonna
Yeah.
remember why we stopped for 5 months.
It's because season 4 is just we don't need to finish it.
We aren't even on the actual episode. We're going to spend 2 hours discussing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say. Is that we are
What's
just
going
away
on?
in the inevitable.
Yes,
Like
we
we're
are.
never going to get to it at this point. Yeah. And by the
What?
I could make another joke, but I'm not going to. I would just shut up about that.
Oh my god. No, it's a
Yeah,
joke
explain that
because
one.
we're friend flower.
Okay.
So a friend flower.
It would make no. Listen, it would make more sense if Flower had posted that because for a second I did think that, but you
Yeah.
did it. And I was like, wait, why'd you do it?
No.
I get where you're going now. It got me for a second. Anyways, Colton, continue.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's Yumi has 2 tests. I hope that they're not at the same time because that would suck ass. But with this school, it wouldn't surprise me because it wouldn't surprise me if they have them take 2 tests at once because this school is hell on earth in my opinion, and everyone's an asshole, like I said previously, and I said it once, I'll say it again. So yeah, so Yumi is at the school and she's the one who takes care of the supercomputer and all that stuff. So thankfully, one person is because that would be really crazy. Like, imagine them like in the middle of freaking nowhere, and then like someone has to go back to. Imagine if like they would have to like hijack the bus in order for them to drive all the way back to the supercomputer. That'd be nuts. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain just came up with that. That'd be. Yeah, I can
Imagine
write
this
Koyaku
episode if
episodes too. By the
hadn't
way.
brought her bike.
Oh yeah, that's right. The bike.
I told you it was important.
I don't know what to deal with
It's
that
important for plot purposes.
Because Alita,
But why did
remember I posted it. Alita takes the bike to go to the factory once they get her out. Remember? You remember?
Remember?
I guess he doesn't remember.
This episode is so
Do
good
you
that I forgot.
remember
You can shut your
the
damn mouth.
21st night of September?
Colton, continue, please.
Yes, let's continue before we get copyrighted.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm making myself laugh. First of all, I will say this though is that with this scene right here with them riding on the rafts, it reminds me of like Harry Potter episode, Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone vibes. I think someone needs to like edit the Hogwarts Castle and them riding on the wake to it. I think, but anyways, um, the episode this Xana's attacking. So, anyways, I
You got this, Colton.
yeah, I'm trying. It's been a long time, folks. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But the plot of this episode's nothing really special, I think. Even though I said it kind of was because they go somewhere else. But of course, Xana activates the tower like he usually does. I feel bad for William who gets electrocuted. No, not William. Nicholas. I'm sorry. Jeez.
Momo
I
drawing the
don't know what that
knife.
noise was.
Momo drawing the knife. What'd you say about my husband?
Exactly.
Sorry. Well, he could get electrocuted at some point. Who knows?
Oh my god, the
But
cops made it to my
yeah.
place.
So but I find this Xander's attack in this episode to be pretty unique. Obviously, he makes the water turn black, which that's fly free vibes. I don't have an image in front of me, so I can't really explain it. And of course, Xana controlling the weather and electricity once again. Like that's nice to see once again, in my opinion. I don't remember what happens on Lyoko. That's for darn sure.
Nothing.
You mentioned some of it already.
Of
The
course
main
not.
stuff.
Nothing ever.
Skibozoa and Possession.
Yumi and William fighting, I guess, is nice to see.
It is.
I do find it funny though. Like I know that Yumi talking to William and trying to get him back to turn to the good side once again. I thought was decent, but as a pro wrestling fan, I knew that like it wasn't gonna happen. It's a swerve. It ain't gonna happen just yet. We're not done yet. Yeah, the stuff that happens on Lyoko here, like, it's not really that important in this episode.
You
I
can't
mean, I
say
think
that. Stop saying
What?
that. I mean, there's not a lot except for the main part of the Lyoko scenes. And I thought you already tackled it.
I honestly think that the stuff on Lyoko, I think had more purpose in the previous seasons than these ones, maybe. Is that just me, or?
Wait, what did you just say?
Are you listening?
Say that again. say that again. Actually, half
No,
listening.
I think the stuff that happens on Lyoko, I think, has more importance, or at least I can remember it better than like in previous seasons. I think it has more
Well, I guess that's
more stuff going on.
Well, yeah, it does. I mean, season 4 is just packed with Digital C and replicas. So, I mean, I would agree with that.
I think it's probably because.
What?
I think it's probably because.
Wait,
of the
you
fact that,
disagreeing there?
Yeah, I'm disagreeing.
What do you mean? There is so. Wait, what?
It's season 4. You have William. You have.
No, yeah, I thought that's what he was saying. I thought he was saying that there wasn't.
No.
I thought he was saying that there's more to season 4.
No, he was saying there was more to seasons 1 through 3.
Oh, okay.
than
I
season.
didn't.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, Colton, you're wrong.
Yeah.
sorry. You're right.
You told me earlier, so therefore.
No, because I literally thought I was you're wrong then because he said there's because you said season 4 has a lot going on and that's why I was like that's why it's great because there's so much new stuff and it's very action packed.
I mean I like the fact that they spice things up with the replicas and stuff like that on Lyoko. Yeah. But I think that the issue is that I think probably the issue in general is that like by the time we get to episode 70 something, which where we're at, I think that they've hit their peak or managed to do all the things that they have been able to do
No.
on Lyoko. I think like all the interesting stuff. Like
They save a lot of this more.
Yeah.
I still have to disagree with that. I mean, they have their like Lyoko fillers, attacks, or whatever, but they do a good balance and like have a little pattern. They give us a lot of William and Digital C, which I think out of everything Digital C is kind of like my least favorite thing. But again, yeah, we're at replicas, and then like Wazy said, Colossus and stuff like that.
oh yeah, to get
France
there, yeah,
Hopper a
that's
couple
neat.
times. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, what was it that I was going to mention? Oh yeah, I think that the video games, I think did, I think Fall of Xana actually did something decent with
Fall of
that.
Xana,
Yeah, I know
really.
people hate Fall. Yeah, I know people hate Fall of Xana, which I know you do, by the way. But
It's
the thing
just
about that game is,
It's no
Okay.
quest for
yeah, I just
infinity.
threw you
Look,
under the
that's
bus
all
just
I
for the
can
hell
say.
of it. But huh?
but
It's no quest for infinity. That's all I can say.
Oh. Well, I was going to say that with Fall of Xana, like how they introduced like the different types of crabs and blocks and cankerwots, the different types at least. They do introduce some new bosses into Fall of Xana that you do fight, and I wish that they added stuff like that into season 4. Like a new boss would show up every 5 or 6 episodes.
yeah, I agree,
I
but
think.
that would have been pretty cool.
I mean, it's expensive
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I know, but
Oh yeah, like
it's.
everything about the show comes back to the damn budget. For
I know,
fuck's
I know.
sake.
I feel like
Congratulations, you now
3D's
understand.
3D is
Cam.
more doable than I feel like it's kind of like the era of now in 2000s have kind of swapped where it comes to like what's like 2D or 3D being expensive. I feel like obviously 3D is less expensive now, but they back then
Oh
it
yeah,
looked like
yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
too much
I
because of the
totally agree.
resources.
Yeah, right.
It's because 3D artists aren't unionized.
Okay, that I don't know.
That's why it's cheaper.
Well, back
Because they
then,
are able to
not
not
as
pay
cheap.
the artists as much.
Actually,
Anyways.
no 3D artists aren't unionized. That's
Yeah, me either.
Go on. Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, I don't know. I mean, it still looked like it was more expensive back in the day. But there wasn't a lot of 3D stuff back then as well to like produce it. But we need to wrap this up. Sorry, so let's get back to Colton.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll mention real quick about why. I guess another reason why I think that the Lyoko stuff meant more in previous seasons. I think was probably because of the Xana attacks too, where like everyone was in danger of dying. Like I know that like that still happens and whatnot, but well, actually, I think season 2 and 3 kind of tamed it down a little bit. I think the season 1, I think, was. Yeah, I still have. I think I have fond memories over season 1 of Koyoka. Oh, jeez. But yeah, they saved the day. Everyone doesn't get electrocuted. There you go.
All
I think
right.
that's it. I think that's all that happened. But like again, like I think that like having them go to a new location, I think was pretty good, and I like the Zen attack. But
Yeah.
like overall, this episode's mid.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
that's right.
Well, first of all, you better watch your mouth. No, but the what you pointed out there is true though. There's episodes that we like. Tidal Wave was an episode that most of us didn't really like. Couldn't think of a lot of things because of how mid it was. But the lake, it's not the same. Like I know some people here think it's mid, but it's still a episode that you at least remember because of the different location and the William scene. So there's that factor.
Wasn't Tidal Wave
Yes.
the food monster?
What?
Yes, it was the food monster.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, that episode was not mid. It was bad.
Yeah, I mean, we all called it mid. There was a bet. Yes, yeah, it was. It got the fucking lunch attack just ruined the whole episode, even despite the
It ruined the
interesting Lyoko scenes. I thought, but it was bad.
Still mid.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I totally agree. I think that was a episode where the Xana attack wasn't that good, but I think the Lyoko stuff was better
Yes.
with that episode. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that happens. There's some other episodes I like that were just drowned by the other side of the show. But what's your rank, Colton?
B, because it's mid.
Okay,
And a B,
I'll
I
take
think, is
it.
like
This
the
is a
middle
very
portion of
I'll
the
take
diverse
it.
set of
Just shut up,
rankings.
Dylan. You don't need to say anything. Oh, who's next?
No, we have.
Let's see who can break this break this trend.
Wait, I think that's everybody. That's
No,
everybody.
No?
Flower.
Oh, I'm sorry, Flower. I'm sorry. It's because you.
Damn,
It's because of the
that's
summary
already
thing.
done.
I know. I know.
Talked about
No,
it.
no. I was looking
Wow.
through the list, and I'm like, no, stop. Come on now. Don't do me like that. You know it was an accident.
No,
Maybe not
no.
Flower.
Like,
That's
God
not an
dang it.
accident, Cam.
I'm sorry, Flower.
It's okay. I'm not really mad.
Go ahead.
That's it, Cam. I'm not going to give you a shiny Frigabax.
Oh,
Wow.
Damn, Dylan.
I caught one for you, but you don't deserve
I know
it
you did.
anymore.
Oh, okay, all right. It's fine.
Uh,
I'm joking.
yeah.
Don't let me forget to trade it to
The
you.
lake. There really isn't a lot I can say at this point that people haven't already said.
Right.
The pain of being at the end. I'm trying to think.
skill issue.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, you could just share what you liked about it, your favorite highlights.
This, like it's been pointed out before, this is basically a season 1 style episode in the middle of like season 4. Season 4 does have an issue sometimes where they have episodes that would work really great in season 1.
Yeah.
Actually, no, this is a conversation for.
I
next
know where you're
episode.
going. I know where you're going with that.
I don't think
Flower.
next episode. Not this one. No, this is. It's kind of fun. It goes back to Code Lyoko's more horror roots of like an actual proper monster instead of
Preach.
instead of just Xana possesses a guy or sends a polymorphic clone after someone. Which I
Evolution.
appreciate. Okay, but like Lyoko OG does this too.
Yes, I know.
The problem with evolution is that the clones were kind of sucked, but that's a discussion for another day.
In like 30 years.
I appreciate
Yeah,
the different
true.
location. I get why they don't do it. Yes, I too would love if they went to the museum or went to a mall. They're like inside a city. There's lots of places for them to go, but I also get budget concerns. The Warriors did great. I always appreciate seeing them take charge in the middle of a Xana attack. The sheer
Yeah.
terror here is great. I'm saying a lot of this is really great, but
It's actually not great.
I'm not ready to wrap up yet because I still have to talk about the Lyoko stuff. There's quite a bit of Lyoko stuff going on in this. This isn't just activate a tower. Xana's like sending out the Scythozoa to drain the Skidbladnir, and you have Yumi having to self-virtualize herself and hope that Aelita makes it on time. Aelita had to make it all by herself. You know, if Xana was smart, he could have pulled the monster out of the lake and then just went after Aelita directly.
Yeah.
Or maybe his plan was to lure. This actually would have been a great episode for Xana to try and throw her in the digital sea because it was literally just Yumi that was available. Everyone else was stuck at the lake. He doesn't do that this episode though, coward. But
Idiot.
I think
Idiot.
the bit with William almost coming to is interesting. I know Waze posited the theory that was just Xana messing around, that he didn't actually break free of Xana's control, which is an interesting food for thought. I'm well aware that one scene has sparked many fan theories over the years.
Oh yeah.
We never see it happen again. Let's see.
Indeed.
And of course, we get the awesome moment of Aelita activating all the way towers to take out the Scythozoa, which is the one and only time that happens.
Oh yeah.
No one ever takes out the Scythozoa, except this one time, and it wasn't even a warrior, it was a program.
She used a program to do it?
Yeah, Jeremy and Aelita had been working on a protection program to shield the Skidbladnir, when they're not around, so Xana can stop attacking it. But they hadn't had a chance to really test it yet. So, like, before Alita goes to Lyoko, she activates it to take out the Schizozoa before it finishes training the Skidbladnir. And it
like,
works,
hurts it.
but then you wind up with
Yeah.
activates all the towers and zaps the Schizozoa. Doesn't happen again ever.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool moment.
Yeah, Jeremy could have done that again later on, unless it doesn't
think
attack
the idea is that Xana realized this is a thing the warriors can do now and stopped attacking the Skidbladnir with the Schizozoa.
it. Okay, so he doesn't do it again. Okay.
I don't.
I didn't know if it. Yeah, I was like, if it happens again, there's a little.
Because he can't. They explicitly say they can't leave it running 24/7 because it takes up. They have to.
Yeah.
It requires like activating 4 towers, and it's just too much resources. So no, they're not just going to keep it up and running. But they can turn it on. Like it's like turning on a bug zapper when a bug like passes by. But anyway, the yeah, they take out the tower, they go back in time. The bit with Yubi is funny, like, outside of her panicking, going to Lyoko and all that, like, her just having some fun banter with the warriors over the phone call. She's jealous. Like, I can't go on a trip with you? That's not fair. I have to stay here and do 2 tests, you lucky dogs.
You scallywag.
Me, not him.
Yeah, this is a fun episode, but I also think there are better standout episodes. At the end of the day, when you ask me about the lake, it's not one of the first episodes I think of when I think of the best Lyoko episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of I'm thinking B+ for my ranking. It's a good episode. It's just not a standout to me. It's not even A tier.
I can agree with that. I don't hate your ranking at all. And your whole
see
take.
how it is.
Well,
I mean, I know
let me-
Wazy's seething.
Well, yeah, I
deep
would hope
inside
you do
himself.
see how it is, Wazy.
We all know Wazy's seething deep inside himself.
Because he ranked
Damn,
it
sleep
C.
with one eye open. I don't.
Okay,
I
I will
stand
be
by
for being
my.
pillow tight.
It's okay.
Is it
Respect.
nice?
Kinda, not really.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
time to
let
put
me-
this sucker somewhere. What?
Well, let me apologize real quick then, because I guess a lot of the stuff did happen on Lyoko now. So therefore, I will take back what I said about Lyoko, is that nothing did happen in this episode, when in fact quite a bit did. And I think that it would pay if I watched the episode earlier, but unfortunately, I wasn't with them at the
Are
time.
you saying,
so therefore I
like-
didn't.
Next time.
Are you saying like it's a B+ now or something, Colton?
A
think he
D+,
said-
I ranked it a B first
Yeah,
of
it's
all.
already a B.
I know, but you're saying now that I
No.
realize stuff happened on Lyoko, is it like slightly higher for you?
If it's probably stays B. So
I mean, I don't think it's changing anything anyway.
no, it's not. It won't change anything unless he does change it A. But come on.
Well, no, I'm not going to change an A, but you know what? I will. Yeah, B+. Why not,
Yes.
right? Because like I think that there was a lot more into this episode that happened on Lyoko that clearly I should have known, but I didn't. That's on me. So
All right.
therefore-
So we got 2 A's, 3
Stacey Williams
B's.
in it.
So oh wait.
B.
Oh, Momo, did you want to rank it?
S tier because Williams in it.
Okay. Are we really? Oh wait. Is that your actual like
That
true?
will be
Hold on a second.
Absolutely.
No, okay, seriously. Oh god.
Do you think this is a
I know
bit?
you said
Alright.
William.
So
Every episode William's in is an S tier, but
This isn't a
in
bit, this is
all
true.
realism. Okay.
all right,
That I don't think I can.
It goes. I think it goes behind episode 72 in the B tier. That's where I think the
Agreed.
agglomeration of the scores place it.
To be fair, it should also be behind episode 73. But
No.
yes.
Well, you gave it a C+, Wazy, so
No,
technically
yes.
it should be in
So-
front of 73.
Okay, then I'll change it to a C-. Oh!
It's not. It's staying where it's at.
Because I think Replica is a better episode than.
You're gonna trigger J-Man. I mean, like
It's not a.
Replica has.
Okay.
It's like Replica's
I forget,
half.
what did I
half
rank Replica?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
You
don't
can.
even
Well, I think I probably unpinned it. Oh no! Oh no no.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we
hot. No,
can.
that's hot shower.
I just have to search replica.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
probably.
what I was doing too.
Yeah, I took
I
it
probably
off of
should
the
have searched
pins.
replica with from flower.
Excuse me.
Oh man, that's a lot. I forgot hot shower was. Yeah. Oh my god! I just realized how many S's we have in season 4 already. It's insane. That's the most
Let's
probably
see.
in any season.
Apparently,
I ranked this. Never mind. I also ranked Replica as C. Huh.
Well, it's probably because
Dylan
of.
is the only one who ranked it in A plus. That is so funny.
Let me see.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure this is Replica.
hold on. Rec room, skid blood near.
I love how no one said anything, by the way.
The
Um.
This is Replica.
So I did see.
It doesn't have an episode name, but the reason I
Yeah.
know it's Replica is because I made up a joke about Maiden Voyage that said, quote unquote, next time, baby. So, yeah, this is Replica.
Oh yeah, because the fucking F tier was a whole thing of. I don't want to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
God,
the
we
C.
are not having. We are not
No,
having
no.
that discussion.
No. I was just gonna add that for. It was just for jokes, but then we kept it for that one. I took it out. It was gonna come back. It will come back. It'll come back one last time. But I'm just saying, like.
Surprise tool.
I know. But yeah, so these I guess would have been D's then. I mean, this was crazy. Yeah. The only one good rank was Dylan. It's like
wait.
Yeah.
it's because
Oh, yeah.
half
No,
half the episode's
remember
bad,
now.
half the episode's good.
We had like a several. I forced a several minute discussion on. why
No.
we should have it up here.
No. Yeah.
Stop.
no, no,
Stop
no.
right now.
Yes, yes, that is true,
Here it
but we are
comes.
not having that discussion.
It's so dumb. I should have just deleted it after bringing it up as a joke. I just could have got rid of it right away. But I'm just saying the replica was mostly bad because of the main plot of the episode, and it didn't get, and the Nicholas and Herb scenes just wasn't enough to save it. But that's
Yes,
even though those were the best parts of the
that's how I
episode.
feel about the new location.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats.
new location, but like, it's just
my
not
mouse
enough to
died.
save it.
Damn. All right. Well, it goes behind episode. Was that Crash Course? So
Yeah,
I'll keep it there. So now we will go on to episode 77. I know the 7's cut out there actually, but it's 77.
that's funny.
Lost
Low
at
clap
sea.
cam.
Episode 7.
Lost at sea. Well,
All
these
right,
things
let
trim
me-
it down more. So.
Want me to spin?
Yeah. I will not. If I'm first, I'm gonna disconnect myself.
You're not first. I just spin.
All right. I was kind of hoping for the comedic effect, but
Oh,
all right. Drum roll.
I know already. I just gotta type it out.
No, I know. I'm just.
Who's first?
We'll see. Wait.
Yeah, no,
I don't want
Well, I
to
gotta
see.
summarize
You will
first,
wait.
So don't worry about it.
Yes, don't worry about it.
yep,
don't worry about
Iconic
don't
line.
worry about it.
it. By the way, I think that spoiler alert, I think that Lost Sea is a better episode, but the thing is that like
Better episode than what?
Hot Shower was also a great episode too.
Yeah, we
So
all
I think that,
we all rated it like S in that one.
Yeah,
Most of
Wait,
us.
yeah. I think
wait.
that the wake being sandwiched between two great episodes, I think, kind of devalues it in my opinion. But even, I mean,
Are
It
you
shouldn't
saying
matter all that
Lost
much.
at Sea is better than the lake?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, spoiler
of course
alert.
it
I
is.
said spoiler alert.
Great! I get to control the discussion. This is
You
excellent.
do.
Go on.
I can go second. Woo!
I get.
Oh,
Cam goes last.
I'm back.
I'm going
I
last.
couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I just gotta take it.
He heard. He heard.
That's
Casey, remember, we agreed. I get that.
I could
I
not-
get.
Oh my
I
God.
get to talk about
I'm
that
sorry.
one little
Yeah,
thing.
that's fine.
I'm sorry. I love
Remember?
the list. I love this list. All right.
That's fine. That's fine.
What? What's fine?
No, what's it? Dylan was talking to me about something, and I said that's fine. We agreed
No,
on something earlier.
Before we came in here, we agreed that there was something I got to talk about, and he didn't get to talk about it.
Yep,
In
and I'm fine with that.
Lost at Sea?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets to go first.
Wait.
Yeah,
I gotta
no,
summarize the episode first
Uh-huh.
before
Yeah.
we do any real discussion.
Okay, I just got a little confused.
Oh, Easy just needs to not talk about it. That's all.
All right,
Okay.
I have the episode
Yeah,
pulled
shut
up.
up.
I'm just gonna skim through it to help me, even though I watched this. I also did watch this, like, today, earlier. So, Lost at Sea. They're all chilling at on the campus. Jeremy rushes up. He's got a mark on his forehead because, haha, he worked so hard he passed out at the keyboard again. Like slowly pushing the agenda of Jeremy just getting more and more workaholic and obsessed with Lyoko. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. So while they're hanging out, Hiroki rushes up to Ulrich and he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you about something?" And Ulrich's like, okay. So it turns out Hiroki's got a crush on Millie, but he's not sure what to do about it. Like how to get her attention. And then Ulrich's like, well, just go and talk to her about her interests. She's big into the newspaper, right? And then Hiroki's like, oh yeah, if I give her a big scoop, she'll definitely like me for sure. And he's like, wait, what do you have in mind? He's like, don't, and Hiroki's like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
They chat they have a chat in the cafeteria. I'm trying to remember what they were talking about. Oh yeah, that's right. They were gonna do another mission. Jeremy thinks he spotted a replica and they were gonna go towards it. And they're like, let's do that later today. Oh yeah, and Jeremy also upgraded the skid near sonar in the hopes of using it to track down William in the digital sea. This is a plot point that'll come up later.
Surprised.
So we cut to Yumi going to get food, get like a drink from the fountain machine, and for whatever reason she leaves her bag in like the planter nearby and leaves it unattended. And Hiroki,
I think it's a bench.
Sorry?
I think it's a bench.
No, I'm looking at it. It's like a planter. It's a planter. Here, I'll screenshot it.
It's not like on a bench next to the planter.
No.
Oh, it's in the
So
planter.
stupid.
There's the bag in the planter.
Oh,
Fountain machine.
Got him.
I guess I'm a little fried. I'm trying to remember the name.
A
of
vending
the
machine?
Vending
Vending
machine.
machine.
Vending machine.
technically,
What the fuck is a fountain machine?
I mean
fountain
that
I'm
thing.
sorry.
It
I
dispenses,
know.
it dispenses drinks.
It's
It doesn't
not
just-
totally
it-
inaccurate. We called
I
them.
mean, no,
fountain
but I've never
well,
heard anyone say fountain machine, though. I swear I haven't.
I was struggling to
Me
remember
neither.
vending machine.
Yeah, no, you're
I
good.
don't know. The point is, she
longer.
left her bag in the planter for whatever reason. Hiroki probably knew she was going to do this. Runs up and pulls out her diary from her bag. I guess she's just so paranoid that she keeps it with her at all times. Actually, that's not terribly like unsmart of her. But anyway,
He's broken into her room before by lockpicking.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
after hot shower. She knows locking the door doesn't do anything to stop him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yumi turns around, sees him, and immediately chases after him. Org and Odd happen to catch Hiroki, and they run into him. Let me just double check. Yeah, so Hiroki runs into Odd, unwittingly drops the book but doesn't realize it. Runs off while Yumi chases after him. And then Auric picks up the book and he's like, "What's this?" And he looks through it. Oh wait, hold on. I'm skipping ahead a bit. No wait, he looks through it and
Quickly realizes what it is.
yeah, he's like, "Oh, this is Yumi's diary." He's like, "What is going on?" The hedge flashbacks.
I don't know why. Like my brain is just coded in such a way.
No.
But yeah.
Hiroki gets into the woods, thinks he's safe. Yumi ninjas him, appears out of nowhere, grabs him, and is just like, "Yo, where's the diary?" And Hiroki's like, "Oh, it's right here. Oh, I dropped it." And then Yumi's really, really mad. Cut to Organon figuring out what it is. Auric vents to Auric and Odd about how her brother stole her book, and she's mad at him about that. Hiroki comes up to apologize, but because he doesn't know where the diary is, she's still mad at him because even though he looked everywhere, it's gone. And yeah, she valid reason to be mad. Auric and Odd come up with this plan. Essentially, Auric's like, well, if I give her the diary, she'll still be mad at Hiroki. So we need to get Hiroki to find it, in air quotes, and then he'll be the one to give it to her. So he gives the diary to Odd, and Odd goes to hide in the woods. Auric approaches Hiroki and is like, "Hey, maybe the diary's in a pile of leaves." And Hiroki's like, "Why? What? What sense does that make?" He's like, "Oh, the groundskeeper probably like raked it in by accident, not realizing what it was." And Hiroki's like, "Oh." So they go to look in the leaves, but while Auric and Hiroki are leaving, Yumi sees them and decides to follow them. So Hiroki digs through a bunch of leaves and manages to find the diary. And then Yumi's approaching, and Hiroki goes to give it to her, and it turns out it's the binding, not the pages. The pages fell out, and it's just a binding. And Yumi's even more mad now. Like, where are the pages? And then she storms off, and then and then Auric turns to Odd, and he's like, "What? You hid them?" And Odd's like, "Don't look at me. They were there when I hid it." Meanwhile, back at the factory, they start their mission to the replica. They get into the Skid Linear. They go to the Digital Sea. And then Jeremy realizes that new sonar program he just finished is bugging up the sensors and isn't working. And they have no way to detect what's around them. And Jeremy's like, "Yeah, I'm not letting you go in blind. We're turning back." Collect my pages.
Oh my god. Just noticed that.
But right before they're about to go back, Xana sends some Congers out to attack them. And so they send out the nav skids to fight the Congers, and that's cool and all. But in the ensuing fight, Yumi vanishes, and they don't have the sensors to figure out where she is. And they're like, where is she? Where is she?
Mission accomplished.
And Jeremy's like, "Return to lab, we'll fix the sonar, and then we'll go look for her. Because if we look for her now, y'all could meet her fate." But, everyone's freaking out about this. They go back to the Earth, and they're all upset. Jeremy's going to work nonstop. Meanwhile, Yumi's just chilling in the Digital Sea all alone in her nav skid, like a sitting duck. And she's looking at her power levels. They're losing energy. She's not sure how much longer she has to exist.
Guess
I'm sorry, this is a serious episode, and we're here just making jokes and shit in chat.
Yeah.
We're not bored, I guess.
Because
I don't know.
we're all
Love the vending
mentally
machines.
preparing for the next 2 hours.
That's for true. Oh.
Auric and Odd are chilling in the woods. Auric's like trying not to freak out, but he's freaking out because he's not sure if Yumi's gonna make it and how is he gonna handle that. Unsure. Really deep questions for this chill up what was initially a sitcom episode. called Lyoko. Suddenly getting very dark. Meanwhile, while Odd's chilling, Kiwi comes back with the pages of Yumi's diary. And Odd's like, oh
Did
yeah.
it.
So like I think Kiwi was playing a game and he grabbed the pages out of the book to hide them as part of the game, and that's why they were missing. But they have them now. And not that it'll do him much good with Yumi being stuck in the digital sea and all. But meanwhile, Yumi's sitting in the digital sea. Conger attacks and she sends out a couple missiles and defeats it. And the supercomputer picks up on the missiles being fired. And Jeremy's like, "Oh, we just figured out where Yumi is! Hooray!" Yeah, so Jeremy calls Oric and Odd in the woods, and they're just immediately rushing over. Meanwhile, we cut back to Yumi, thinking about all the cool times she hangs out with her brother. And she's like, man, you know, in the grand scheme of things, being mad at him for losing a diary is a dumb thing. I might never see him again. Oh, man, and it's the last thing I said to him was, I wish you weren't my brother. Man, this sucks.
Yeah, I agreed and I disagreed, and then I agreed.
And
I'm sorry, what? We weren't paying attention.
it's
No, I think
I am. I can
okay.
multitask.
Yumi's sitting in the skid near thinking about all the cool times she had with her brother and is upset. The last thing she said to him is, I wish you weren't my brother, because of the diary, and that's kind of a silly thing to be mad at him for in the grand scheme of things. So anyway, Odd and Oric make it back to the factory, and they're like, well, we found Yumi, but also since she's firing missiles, she's probably in trouble, so we need to rush over there immediately. So they go into the digital sea. Yumi fights some Congers, and then William shows up, and then the other Lyoko Burries show up, and there's a battle. Then they all go back home. They save Yumi. They don't have to worry about the existential crisis of what if we just lose Yumi forever. We solved that problem. The episode, near the end of the episode, at night at the Ishiyama household, you see Yumi in her room. She finds the pages of her diary just on a table on her bed. I think it was on her bed. Hiroki goes into her room once more to apologize, and Yumi, holding the missing pages, Yumi finally forgives him, and she's like, yeah, our friendship, like, our relationship is more important than a diary, so, like, don't worry about it. And also then we zoom out and reveal that Oric is watching from the window. Out of context, this is very very funny
Weird.
image.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Stalker Ulrich.
Do it.
But then Ulrich walks away and he's whistling. Doesn't reveal that he's the one that gave back the pages, even though we all know that's what happened. And that's the end of the episode. So yeah, that's Lost at Sea in a nutshell.
Not gonna lie, I didn't
actually talk about the episode.
Not gonna lie, I didn't pay attention to much of that.
Oh, god damn it!
I'm not doing that again.
All right,
okay.
Wazy, take this off.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I had to clarify on two things real quick on that. Hiroki did. How did the diary get into Oric's hands?
So
It fell out?
Hiroki was running. Yeah, so Hiroki stuck the diary into his shirt. I kind of forgot to mention that.
Yeah,
From Yumi, and then he runs into Odd, and that's when the diary falls out from under his shirt. And then he continues running, not realizing that the diary's left behind, and then Odd and Ori pick it up, and that's how Ori gets a hold of it.
Okay, so it falls out of the shirt, and that's why the pages are just kind of gone.
So The diary was intact.
Yeah.
Odd took the intact diary, put it in a pile of leaves to hide it so Hiroki can find it.
Okay. But the
Kiwi was
pages.
with Odd when this happened, and Kiwi, I guess it's implied Kiwi ripped the pages out of the binding and then hid the pages somewhere else. And then he brings them back to Odd later
Yeah. Okay.
as his game to him,
That's.
and no
Ugh.
one realizes this, so until way
Silly dog.
later.
And then the last thing, Yumi doesn't know that Auric had read it.
Ulrich didn't read it.
He
Yeah.
didn't know what it was. He was just like, "What's this book doing here?" And he
Right.
flips through it, and he sees a picture of himself in it, and then
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
when he figures out what it is. And he actually decides, Odd's like, "Hey, you can
Right.
use this to see what Yumi really thinks about you." And
Yeah.
Oric's like, "I am not doing that.
Respect.
What's in here is none of my business."
Wazy'll go over this later.
No, I know.
I assume. So let's let
I
Wazy talk.
had a question. Let me. I got it,
You
and
can
I had
ask
it,
his question.
and it's answered. So Wazy, spit your fire.
Yeah, what I'm saying isn't thoughts. It's just literally what's in the episode.
So Wazy,
Yeah,
do tell us why this is a D rank.
he's not.
You know, Yumi is such a horrible character. I mean, she's constantly fumbling, falling into the digital sea, always doing her. I mean, here, she's falling into the digital sea. She even falls in the digital sea in the digital sea. That's crazy, honestly.
S tier.
Yeah. No, for real. I think that this is an excellent episode. Like, Cam is already devastated, but I think that this is an excellent episode because I really like what this episode does in terms of Yumi and Hiroki's relationship. I think it's very, very sweet. It's a usual sibling spat, but Hiroki in season 4 is written to be a Hiroki in season 4 and Hiroki in seasons 2 and 3 are two very different characters. Like they decided he got older. Like he's a character that I could say significantly just straight up got older, developed off screen, and like became more of like a preteen teenager. How old is Hiroki again?
Isn't he 11, 10?
Millie's age.
Hold
apparently.
on. Yeah, old enough. Yeah, God. Code Lyoko Hiroki. I'm Googling this right now. Code Lyoko Wiki, my friend. Doesn't say how old he is.
It's gotta be a grade though.
Yeah.
Which then.
It says he's a. Oh, wait. No. 8. There is no way
What?
he's. Make him 9
Gotta be
in
6.
season. Yeah, but that would make him 9 in season. What's it? 3 roughly because
Code
because
Lyoko
Ace
FR says 10 or 11.
I think he's 10 or 11. I'm using. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with Code Lyoko.fr. But yeah.
I mean, someone enough to be
I
in
mean,
high school.
CodeLyoko.fr sort of is almost as definitive a source as you can get on
Yes.
Yeah.
a lot of this.
Yes.
So,
But no. Yeah, no. Hiroki just grows up, gets older, gets significantly less of a little kid, and more of like more of just standard little kid
hello?
brother, and more of a genuine character. Hello.
Hello?
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 Sorry,
Hello?
no. Dylan said hello, so I was confused. But
I think he lost us.
I think so.
Yeah, he's typing.
Yeah, he's typing. We did hear your. Hold on. Oh well, I'll continue going while he
Yes.
figures himself out. What's it? Yeah, no. Hiroki becomes more of a genuine character in season 4, I think, than in season 2 and 3. Not to say that he was more of a flat character in seasons 2 and 3, whereas now
there we
he's a
go.
lot more
Hi.
dynamic. Hi, Dylan.
Um,
No, we heard your spiel on CodeLyoko.fr being a better source, and we agree.
yeah, and then I everything completely cut out. I guess for Cat too, right, Cat?
Oh,
No,
No.
I heard. I was just.
yeah.
We
She's
were all
season-
saying hello.
Oh, you heard me saying hello, but you didn't hear any.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I literally could not hear you guys.
Oh.
Yeah,
In a couple of weeks.
but
Because I'm saving up for.
but no. Cam, we can hear you. Okay. Wait, hold on. Can
What's
the
going
You
stream
on?
alright?
still hear me? Is the question. Can the stream still hear me? Um.
Why has everything just gotten awkward all of a
Keep
sudden?
going.
Okay, I can keep going. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Wait, but now he's deafened. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. Hiroki. Yes, he's a more in depth than like. I feel like he's a better character in season 4 than he was in the previous seasons, and this kind of harkens back to his original more kid brother sort of I'm being annoying, I'm being this, but a little better than that of seasons 2 and 3, because you have this sort of he's growing up, he's trying to impress a girl, he's stupid, but like what 10-year-old isn't? You know. And I think that's real, and I think that's really fun. And in his stupidity, in his young 10-year-old boy's stupidity, he goes and does this thing with Yumi, and she naturally gets mad at him. I just really, really like the relationship between Yumi and Hiroki in this episode, and this little dispute that the two have. I also really appreciate Ulrich in this episode, because honestly, I've talked about how I have mixed feelings about old Yumi in the past, but in this episode, he actually is a really good guy. He's like, no, I'm not gonna read the diary. That isn't cool. I don't want to do that shit, and he doesn't. That like, yeah, he could have used the opportunity to learn more, learn what Yumi really thinks about him, like Odd said. But nah, he's just like, I'm not gonna do that. And he was a total bro to Hiroki. He was just genuinely good guy all around in this episode. This is also a really good Ulrich episode, even though it's more about Yumi and Hiroki's family dynamic. Um, what's it? Oh my gosh. Shoot, what else is there to talk about? You know what? Maybe you're right. There isn't much going on in this episode. No, what's it? The rewatching this episode today was great because what's it? Rewatching the Digital Sea segment of this episode was really nice because, well, I think combat in the Digital Sea is actually really fun in this episode. I think it's neat. Uh, I think it's neat. We have the Navs kids flying around and the Congers. It's simple stuff. It's fun stuff. But more importantly, I actually, when Yumi is lost at sea, for one, I actually really, even though something that was actually, I'll let Flower discuss that because I'm sure she wants to talk about that. But something that I really enjoyed about this episode was the fact that Yumi being alone in the Digital Sea is played really, really well. It's very cold. It's very lonely. It's very desolate. There's a sort of eerie vibe. There's a sort of eerie and the Digital Sea itself is given this sort of eerie vibe to it that I really, really appreciate. And she's just floating aimlessly through the void, and it gives a sort of chill that I really, really like. I think it's very cool. And and we also have the portion of the God, we also have the portion of the episode where Yumi reflects
Hi,
on her
J-Man.
relationships with
Oh, hey,
everyone.
Jamin.
Hey, J-Man. We're
Hey.
talking about Lost at Sea.
Oh, lost it.
Yep. Right now it's my turn though. But Yumi has these moments of recollection on her relationship with Hiroki, and something I will steal from Flower because I'm going first is that they also have this flashback portion from the scene, and what's it? I think it's really neat that they made original scenes for Yumi to recollect on when it comes to her relationship with Hiroki. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that because you could have really just used episode. You could have really just used clips from previous episodes. It would have been easy. It would have been fine. I don't think anyone would care. But it's like, nah. Life still goes on outside of Lyoko. Although something I can't help but note from that scene. Yes. Something I can't help but note from that scene is in the scene with in the scene with Takeo and oh my god, the mom's name. Oh my god, Akiko. Yes, Takeo and Akiko. Yumi's parents. Takeo, the father, is actually wearing his season 4 outfit, while everybody else is in his season 3 out in their season 3 outfits. I think that's really interesting, but it's just weird and neat. But yeah, yeah, and shoot. Also, just the Lyoko warriors in this episode. Even though I clown on their friendship a lot, I'm like, they're not the greatest. But in this episode, the fact that they were immediately willing to dive back in for Yumi, I think is really sweet. It's really nice. Um, it's really nice that they're willing to be there for each other, even though there's danger in them going back because the program wasn't ready. They too could get lost at sea, but it's like, nah, they're going for their buddy. They gotta go for her. I really appreciate that. I think it's a really nice scene. Honestly, Lost at Sea challenges a lot of the things that I like that I think are shortcomings of Code Lyoko when it comes to when it comes to Ulrich and Yumi's relationship, when it comes to Lyoko Wari's friendship, it does a good job. It does a good job of challenging those things that I think are weaker when it comes to the show. That's really really cool. Um, cool, and shoot, we also get the appearance of William in the Digital Sea for the first time with the Rorqual, his very own Navskin. And that thing folds like paper, going out after a single shot from a single Navskin. That is really fucking funny. Like genuinely, it's really fucking funny. But it's a very, even though it's short lived, it's a very very cool reveal to have William in the Digital Sea. Yumi waiting for the Conger to finish her off. It's Code Lyoko implying death in that way once again. But once again, but once again, only for William to show up. I think it's a really cool scene. It's really creepy. It's a fun surprise. It's very, very cool. Also, I really, really love, backtracking a bit, I really, really love that, the thing that lets Jeremy and Aelita find Yumi is the fact that Yumi is fighting the Digital Sea and one of her torpedoes hits a conger, and that's how Jeremy's able to triangulate her position. I think that's really, it's very simple but really nice writing on the part of the creators because it could have just been like, oh yes, I found Yumi's position finally, but nah, it's like, no, get cause and effect is neat, you know. And yeah, no, all in all, I think Lost at Sea is a really really good episode. As for my ranking, oh, actually, sorry. Before I get into that, also the ending of the episode is really sweet. Once again, tying up the arc of Yumi and Hiroki's relationship, and actually, one of the scenes that I always remember from Code Lyoko is the scene of Ulrich smiling, walking away from Yumi and Hiroki's house, Yumi's house. Um,
Mhm.
with the what's it with the little, it's not snow, but it's like dew falling around him. It's a really nice scene. It's really sweet with the humming and everything. It's really well done.
Are you
I
sure they're
also
not lotus
maybe it's just
petals or something?
probably lotus petal. Thank you.
Or cherry petals? Cherry petals.
Thank you. Cherry blossom. Yes.
That means
The,
what?
the petals from the trees of Yumi's house. It's really really nice. It's really really sweet. It's a very simple but very nice scene, and I also think that. I also, maybe it's just because I haven't watched Code Lyoko in a while. I will concede to that, but I felt like this episode was a little more expressive than most episodes of Code Lyoko. Though I will concede it's been a while. Um, it's been a while since I've watched an episode, but little things like just what's it, the way in which Hiroki's eyes lift when he opens the empty diary. Ulrich slamming his fists against the edge of the nav skid when he has to leave Yumi behind. Him running into the lab. It feels a little more animated than most episodes of Code Lyoko, but again, I will concede that might be my memory because I haven't watched the show in quite a while to like pick up on little details like that. But yeah, it's a very good episode. I think I will rank it an S minus.
I knew it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You're welcome
It's
for
still
my
an F.
edit.
it's oh my god, it's still an S. I would rank it above an A. I think it's more than your standard Code Lyoko episode, and I just
Sure, you
really like
both
the
did.
family stuff. And yeah, I just wouldn't put it top of the top tier, but it's very, very good. So yeah, S minus.
Who's
Colton's
next?
Ham
up
is
next.
seething.
I'm trying my
Yeah.
best
Right,
here.
Colton.
I'm kidding. It's
What is
gonna be
that
alright.
image?
I mean, I was okay, but then when I heard S, that did hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Like, I agree,
Ranking a
it's
Yumi
a good
episode
episode,
that
but my
high.
god.
Nah, I stand by it.
Yeah, you
Let's
stand by
see.
it, alright.
Yeah, I stand by it. I'm looking at our tiered list. I stand by it. S minus.
Okay, well, let's see. And again, another great episode. Then I find it kind of interesting how this episode also involves Hiroki and Yumi's relationship, which we got that some of that back in
Can't.
Hot
Damn.
Shower.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Okay. So, anyways, so it's nice to see Yumi and Hiroki's relationship get shown off even more in this episode. It feels, I guess now it feels kind of weird because like you had Hot Shower episode 75, and then the break with the wake, and then we go back to Hiroki and Yumi once again, and lots of see. So maybe I was on to something when I said that the wake feels feels off-putting being sandwiched in between two great episodes. But hmm?
No, I was just gonna say they just locked in on Yumi and Hiroki's relationship, but go on.
It's okay. Well, I do think that I do like the fact that Hiroki does take Yumi's diary. Like that's not the thing I like, but I do like the fact that they explain that like Hiroki is trying to take the diary because I think he's trying to impress Millie by giving her something for newsworthy to go off of. I think as a plot of this episode, kind of. So I do find that a good thing for them to explain because like imagine if like Hiroki just like took Yumi's diary and there was no explanation for it. That'd be fucked up, wouldn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, some kids out there are just like little shits, so
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes
I
there
do
doesn't need to be. Yeah.
I do think Wizzy
Season
made a
2
good point.
Sorry, Hiroki, but go on.
I think Wizzy brought up a good point that like I guess Hiroki grew up off screen, which of course that would fucking happen. I mean, he also showed up. He also showed up in this series off screen. Apparently, like everything with Hiroki happens off screen for the most part.
He's not
Like
a
all the
main
important
character,
shit.
though.
Live our lives.
He's not a main character though.
What? You're right. He's not a main character. Like it makes me wonder, like whatever important shit happened off screen to NPCs. Like what about
NPCs.
Theo? Like imagine if like
Where
Theo,
they are.
like his voice changed, or like I want to know what happened to other characters or something.
Heard
But
he's cheating on him and dating a whole ass man named Pedro. There's that. That's going on off screen. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, come to
Last.
think of it, I can't. Come to think of it, I can't believe I'm bringing this up. Bro, I seriously cannot believe I'm about to bring this up. But MOP episode 100. I'm not kidding. Yep, I'm bringing this up. Episode 100 of MOP. Actually, the thing about that episode, yeah, yeah, I can't believe I'm talking about this. But MOP episode 100 did something interesting where in the episode they have a lot of the NPCs are like the main characters
Oh yeah, I know
in
that
the
episode.
episode. Okay, yeah. Thank God someone does, because it would have been embarrassing had I just mentioned it and no one knew what I was talking about. But yeah,
I've not seen most of the show.
Talking about.
yeah. Well, I'm mentioning this right off the bat. Like my brother's interested into the show, so I watched like up until season 6 something. So yeah.
That's a
Fun
lot.
fact. Yeah, I know, right? Well, he really wanted me to get invested in it, but I finally bailed out on it, which sucks because he actually
Yeah.
watched all he watched all of Kyoko with me, and so I should have returned the favor, I suppose, but I just couldn't do it no more. And okay, but yeah, let's get back to this episode because it's more important. um,
Okay, my
but then
gun
yeah,
was
so
like,
Hiroki steals Yumi's diary, and then Yumi's all upset about it. And I do enjoy the fact that Ulrich brings I think Flower said something about how like Hiroki wanted Ulrich to look at the diary or something like that, and Ulrich was like,
Odd.
"Oh,
Odd's the one that pushed Ulrich to look at the diary.
okay." And Ulrich is like, "No, I'm not going to do that." Character development, great.
I actually wanted to, if I could just jump in real quick, I wanted to say,
Yeah,
like,
go ahead.
I love that swing around, because, like, remember all the way back in, like, episode 3 or 4, when, like,
It was-
Yumi,
yeah.
Yumi got Ulrich's diary and managed to get it, but she didn't read it, and now he's returning the favor and not reading hers. Insane character development. If he did read that, that would be an insane, like, not only a violation of her privacy, but also just, like, that would really suck. like just as a character moment, that'd be like, oh, Ulrich, you might be my favorite character, but yeah, that I just wanted to say, like, I love that they brought that back. They didn't mention it in the episode, but I'm glad they brought that back around.
Yeah, I really do too, and I thought that that was nice of them for them to do because there have been some times in this series where like some character will do something and it will make a damn bit of sense because like something happened in the previous episode they should have known or something like that. And I'm looking at Caddick Bombshell because that's exactly what we're going to get to once we ever get to that damn episode.
that episode's
God
gonna be
almighty,
great.
like
I can't wait.
you,
to give
you,
it the
you think
essence
Wesley
of
has
the-
something to say about it? I also have something to say about
What?
it.
Which one?
Caddick
the
Bombshell.
S-rank bottom,
Oh.
the S-rank. Yeah,
We don't talk about Bruno.
No. Okay.
I've never seen the content, by the way. I need to go watch that. But that's a different topic for a different thing. Anyways, so continuing on, why did Hiroki bury the diary?
It wasn't
He
Hiroki.
buried
That
it?
was
Buried the
that was
diary.
Ulrich.
No, he
That was
didn't.
that was odd.
I don't think
That
he
was
buried
odd.
it.
Then why the hell did he do it?
Okay,
Because-
so that
Okay, so no,
okay, go ahead.
because you stole. I was going to talk about something. You stole it from me. Gee, thanks, Jory.
Okay, go.
Um,
All right, go.
So
Essentially, Odd and Ulrich wanted to make it as if that Hiroki found the diary so he can give it to Yumi. End of story. Wow.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
that. It's not a
right.
lot. It's not a lot. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it did not take that much effort.
Oh, Colton, what's your question?
My question was, why did Odd bury the diary?
It felt.
So Ulrich had a plan because he knew if he had the diary, it needs to go to Yumi, but also Yumi's mad at Hiroki for losing it. So if Ulrich gives the diary to Yumi, she'll still be mad at Hiroki. So Ulrich wants Hiroki and Yumi to make up, and his plan for doing this is to have Odd hide the diary in a leaf pile, and then tell Hiroki to go look for the diary in the leaf pile so Hiroki can find it, think he found it on his own, and then give it to Yumi. And then Yumi will forgive him because Hiroki found the diary. That was the plan.
That's the longer version of
Didn't
what,
quite-
exactly what I
It
said.
didn't quite
Yeah.
work out exactly as he thought it would, but that was the plan. That's why it was hidden in a leaf pile.
Okay, well that plan fucking sucks. First of all,
I disagree.
It makes sense though
I
why he did.
disagree.
Oh, let's hear
Did
it.
you?
I gotta hear this shit.
okay,
So-
yeah, all right, tell me.
This is a very big moment of character development for Ulrich. Season 1 Ulrich
Right.
would have just given Yumi the diary. He would have done it to impress her or to gain brownie points with her. He wouldn't have cared nearly as much about Hiroki and Yumi's family dynamic as season 4 Ulrich does.
Because
Additionally,
Hiroki didn't exist.
The only actual
Yeah.
issue with the plan is that nobody is watching the diary location while it is hidden, because in the process of not watching it, Kiwi steals the pages out of the diary's binding.
Problem was that Odd
So
brought Kiwi to
obviously
begin
someone
with.
else could have found the diary beforehand, say the groundskeeper, and this entire scheme would have gone worse. It's honestly not a terrible scheme. It's perfectly, it's a great character moment for Ulrich, because instead of doing the selfish thing, or the purely selfish thing, because helping Hiroki make up with Yumi is kind of selfish in its own way, because he's helping Yumi, but instead of doing the purely selfish thing of just getting direct, appreciation from Yumi without anything else happening, he goes above and beyond to get essentially no credit or favor from Yumi in order to help repair her relationship with her younger brother. Like, it's not selfless, but it is an extremely selfless act that is kind of out of character for a lot of how Ulrich has acted up until sort of this point in the show.
Well, it's better late than never, in my opinion. But unfortunately, this brings up a bigger question: where the hell is the groundskeeper at? We haven't seen him in God knows how long.
He
I
died
want to know
during
where
a
he's
zombie
at.
attack, and nobody wants to realize it.
Michael
So he
Riley is
died. They
okay.
did Return to the Past, and everyone forgot he existed. That's a shame. I feel sorry for
Damn.
him now, and
I'm
I
pretty
am
sure
not.
that's probably what happened.
Yeah. So my ranking is going to change because of that. I'm kidding. No, it's not. But yes, back to this. So yeah. Um. But yeah, so what happens, and Yumi gets even more ticked off, which I'm not surprised happens. We get to Lyoko. I don't remember what the Xana attack was in this episode.
There wasn't one.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, that's why I figured
okay,
that there wasn't one.
There was one, but there wasn't like Xena didn't attack in the real world. All of his attacks were on Lyoko, just to be clear.
It was just an activated tower. That's pretty much it.
Okay, well, can I just say that I think that it probably would have been a great idea in order for me to have listened to Laura Flower talk about the episode instead of chatting constant stuff. I think that probably would have been a great idea, but yeah.
Or at least multitask.
Well, I'm not. Oh, God forbid, dude. I'm not good at multitasking in real life, dude. For real.
Colton's that person who stands at the front of class during a book report who didn't read the book.
Oh no! That's not me at all. No. I was a good kid.
That's really me.
Well, at least I was when I first started. What on earth are we going on about? We got to talk about this episode. I'm second, by the way. I'm second, by the way. So therefore, we got plenty of people that need to
hurry
get
up.
Well, you're only second.
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
y'all joined. Y'all
Space.
joined right when we started this episode. So
Yeah.
as we,
Yeah,
you didn't
I'm
get-
going last. All right, go ahead.
yeah, you will. I mean,
That
well,
sucks for you to be.
yeah.
Well,
I'll
there's
go
not-
last for y'all. Don't worry.
Well, thankfully,
Continue.
like, there's not much left I
You
want
just
to
said
talk
last.
about. Let me. There's not much else I want to talk about, thankfully. So the Yumi, I think Yumi getting stuck down in the digital sea all by herself, and coming to grips with like, I'm probably not going to see my family ever again. Like, oh my god, dude, that was, and that still is very brutal stuff. It gives me kind of season 1 vibes, I guess, again, where like everyone felt like as if they were about to die constantly and coming to grips with it. I think that made better sense in my head, but yeah, I do think that it's very gut wrenching in this episode where Yumi is just coming to grips with like I'm never going to see him ever again. And I wish they. Well, no, I won't say that. But eventually, everything gets. Well, actually, no. Let me mention something real quick. I'm gonna post this in live voice chat. How do I do it? This episode has probably the best facial expression out of anyone in the entire series, and that's during the flashback scene with Hiroki, where he makes this face right here.
Oh yeah, this one.
I forgot about that.
Like, this is amazing,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Wholesome family moments.
Yes, but yeah, exactly.
Damn. It was with his goofy laughs. I was trying. That was much fun.
Oh yeah. So so I stand by the fact that Hiroki probably has the best laugh in the entire show, and this is a total meme face. No, it's a derp face kind of. But anyways, I forgot William shows up here. By the way, I just realized that. Oh well. So yeah, everyone saves the day, and Hiroki and Yumi have their bond, where they get back together once again, and Ulrich helps out with that. This was a very awesome episode for Ulrich, and he deserves it, because after the chips are down, which screwed him over so fucking badly, he deserves this.
Oh, please don't get me started again.
Oh yeah.
This is
I'm
his
not trying to,
redemption.
but I won't mention it again.
Another
but
redemption. He's grown a lot.
yes. And also
Considering
Hiroki,
it's been like
apparently,
2
but that
whole
was
seasons worth of episodes since the chips are done. There's definitely been more Ulrich redemption moments between now and the.
No, I know. There's season 4 for sure though. This is his most we see.
Yeah. Also, he did not fuck up. That was the group way overreacting. I'm not backing down from this.
We will. I'm not right this second. We'll have that
Okay.
convo later.
Okay.
Wait, what? What episode?
Chips
We're
are down.
getting back into chips.
Oh,
are down.
well, no,
We
already
literally
talked
had
about
this
that.
Trying to get us out
discussion
of that
already.
hole.
Just,
No, I know, but we
just
already talked
Cam,
about
all
that,
you need
though.
to do is edit in our discussion on this from when
Well,
we
he
did
was
the
there.
chips
Well,
review.
he had his text and he knows our shares. And we talked about it before after that too, but Colton, are you done with your share?
Yeah,
that
almost.
it?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think I'm done here. What would I rank this episode though? I felt like as if that I wanted to rank it an A, but I actually kind of agree with Wesley. Like, I really enjoy Ulrich's redemption arc. I know it's not really a redemption arc, but it might as well be. Yumi and Hiroki's relationship, and just the total vibes of this episode. And the fact that this episode doesn't even have the Xana attack, they switched the formula. And for the most part, this thing takes place in the Digital Sea, I think is pretty awesome. So yeah, I think this is a very memorable episode in season 4, and that's why I'm going to rank it an S.
Oh wait, I got it.
Cam felt another stab to the gut.
Yeah, I'm being quiet. It hurts me.
What was the ranking? I'm sorry.
It's 2 S's now.
S.
It's 2 S's.
Yes.
Make it 3 Williams in it.
And just
Make
shut
it
up.
3. Williams
You're not. You're
Oh
not.
my
No.
God.
Hers is not.
Yes, yes,
Hers
yes.
is not getting added.
The Canic Trio.
Alright,
The
guys,
Canic
It's
wait,
not
guys.
getting.
Man,
No.
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Trio.
Wait, guys,
What?
I have my
Sad
next
trio.
edit done. My
Sad
next
trio.
edit is done.
Oh,
Damn,
Oh,
bro.
God.
my god.
That's crazy.
Oh my
So
god.
on to the next person, hopefully.
It's me.
The Caddick Trio loves Lost at Sea. That's about
I'll
right.
go last.
Alrighty.
I'll go last.
So obviously, some of the things I want to talk about have been stolen from me, but I'm going to start off. We have some lovely, what's the word? Inaccurate canon in the in this episode. So while Yumi is lost and alone in the Digital Sea, she says she's cold. Now, everybody who's watched Code Earth and False Start knows that Lyoko doesn't have any temperature.
Mhm.
So we can tell that the writers have clearly forgotten that Lyoko isn't supposed to. The digital world is not supposed to have temperature, and you know, I gotta
I
hold
don't-
that against this episode. Like, how am I supposed to say this episode's good when it breaks with the canon so monumentally? Literally,
Koyoko does
every
that.
episode before this, it's been established Lyoko doesn't have like temperature. You can't feel warm or cold. But here they're violating the sacred to the.
I mean, she's saying this, kid. I don't know. Maybe, jeez, I don't
You know
know.
what?
I'm not trying to defend this. I'm
Can
sorry.
y'all
I'm not
tell
trying
that
to defend Koyoko's
I'm
writers. Hell
regretting
no.
coming back to this show.
All right, but in all actual seriousness, this episode does sort of kind of like not like it is established that there is no sense of temperature, but Flower did mention in our pre-tier stream voice call that it's more like the sort of mental feeling of being cold and not necessarily actually being cold and feeling cold. So like when you're alone, it's kind of lonely and cold and dark. Which, yes, it is. So Yumi can have a pass here. As I mentioned earlier, this is a really, really good Ulrich episode for character development. Wazy agreed because he said it himself earlier as well. We really see a different Ulrich than, I mean, not like too different. Season 3 and 4 Ulrich is just a lot more mature and kind of gets more mature as it goes on. And I think the writers finally sort of stopped messing around so much. Granted, Ulrich still has his moments, and he's not perfect, and he does do some stupid things. But there's his behavior is much more in line with someone who's kind of learning a bit of how to more respectfully approach his relationships with others, and in particular his love interest and crush on Yumi. Be it because Yumi wants them to not just be friends, so he's being just way more patient with everything, or because he's just growing as a character in general. And then as much as everyone's like, oh, this is a callback to episode 3 where Yumi doesn't read his diary out of respect. I'm not saying Ulrich would have read the diary if this was like a season 1 Ulrich, but he is so quick to be like, nope, not reading this, this is not something I'm reading. Whereas I think season 1 Ulrich, in spite of what happens in episode 3, would be a lot more tempted to read the diary. I'm not saying he would, but there would be more hesitation in regards to like Odd pushing him to say, hey, why don't you find out what Yumi really thinks about you? He would be a lot more like, maybe I should, maybe I want to, but ultimately probably would not read the diary because he'd be like, well, no, that's stupid. I respect Yumi's privacy and I'm not going to do this. But here it's just instant. Nope, I'm not doing this. I respect Yumi too much. This is not the way I want to find out how she feels about me. So like, big props to him. I feel like Wazy already said a lot about everything else, and Flower's going to probably say a lot about everything else that I will both agree and maybe somewhat disagree on. So I'm going to just leave everything else to that. And S Politity plus. Oh, also, by the way, Jeremy's the worst. Bookbird gives us a D.
What was that sound?
Through my phone on my desk.
I also
People
think
hear him.
Jeremy is worst.
He's so upset.
I was hoping that got picked up. Yeah.
Flower, did you correctly add Bookbird's ranking?
I did.
Good.
You can
Doesn't
check the
count.
pinned comment.
What did Bookbird say though?
Bookbird said Jeremy's the worst.
Oh, that again, yeah.
Because you can't give an F.
I mean, it's like, okay.
She literally just came out of the closet and said it's the only thing I think.
All right, who is next?
I'm
Is
happy
it
for
Cat?
her though.
Yeah, it's me.
All right.
Yeah, everyone has probably said said what I was about to say in my notes, so I'm gonna see if I can find the best ofs that I can think of. I think I liked how it there was like it was an episode that talked about regret and that and that I did have like a I did like have like some sort of like writing idea that quickly got shot down by the other people saying like, oh, why didn't I just give Hiroki the diary and said, don't tell Yumi, but everyone else just shot down my argument right then and there. Um so like I think like I mentioned that that it was nice to see William in this Skinavia, but I kind of feel like that he got shoehorned in. I feel like Mama's gonna hate me for saying this, but I feel like the episode could have done without William. I think the the
Do you die?
the I I
How dare
I
you?
knew I was
Hold
onto
your breath.
something.
I think the character what happened with like the characters and stuff, the character development and the character dynamic could have like held the story together without without William being shoehorned in the last minute. But I'm gonna die, aren't I? Uh,
Yeah.
anyway,
Thin
I think
ice.
that's probably that's all I have to say before. Like, I think I got a red dot on my head.
Oh boy.
All right, my ranking will be
You're asleep with both eyes
my
open.
ranking will be a B. I'll say a B for the this episode.
I feel a little better.
It's my turn. Give me a sec to sit.
Yep, your turn.
Time for another heart attack.
Just S tier for suck it, Cam.
True.
No.
Okay. Lost at Sea. Something I think I can say that hasn't been brought up. Season 4 does this thing, has a sort of episode setup where Lyoko warriors are having a conflict in the real world, and then the effects of this conflict affect them when they go to Lyoko to do stuff. Normally, this is just infighting between characters. In this episode, though, the conflict is with Yumi and Hiroki. Hiroki's not a Lyoko warrior. He's not going to Lyoko for Yumi and Hiroki to be mad at each other with. Uh, but instead, the conflict transforms into Yumi having an existential crisis in a moment where there's a real chance she will never return, and really evaluates her friendship with Hiroki. And I think that's really neat. Lyoko has always done a good job of balancing real world scenarios with Xana attacks, where like they sort of intermingle with each other. The bit with the diary has nothing to do with Xana. But despite that, it still affects the Lyoko mission. Xana doesn't even attack this episode. There's no towers. He sends Congress, he sends William, but he doesn't activate a tower. So the conflict really isn't about Xana. It's about Yumi and Hiroki. Like the entire episode, like centers around these two. And I think it's really neat because you don't see a lot of episodes that do that. Honestly, Yumi and Hiroki's relationship should be explored more. Also, I gotta give a shout out in what is it, Skidblad, in the episode Skidblad Near, Jeremy uses Morse code to communicate with the warriors while he's in detention. Yumi's the only one that knows how to decode it, and they're just, and Organaut are like, "How do you know that?" And she's just like, "Me and Hiroki use it to, communicate in secret over the dinner table." And then we actually see it. We actually see them do it, and I'm like, I appreciate the continuity here. Let's see. The I also just appreciate this having the darker moment of like the warriors having to confront once again the reality that what they're doing is incredibly dangerous and any one of them could be lost forever at any time.
Oh shit.
But the show doesn't. Oh, something wrong?
No, you're good. I just realized the VC is super big on the stream. I didn't realize.
Okay.
I mentioned it earlier.
Sorry, I probably was away, but I.
Do
My
you
bad.
usually always allow 8 people to be on here?
Yeah, the most I've had it here is 10. It's just the new layout of the stream makes it. I had to make it smaller, but sorry, I didn't mean
Okie
to
dokie.
comment. Just yeah,
Mhm.
I'll fix it while you talk.
Keep going, Flower.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? That's the highlight of the episode for me is Yumi, like, contemplating how silly this is and the dread of, like, literally the last thing I said to my brother was that I wish he wasn't my brother, and now I might not see him again. There's a lot to like about this episode. It's one of the more natural episodes because it's with the warriors just kind of hanging out for the most part. I mean, yeah, you do get that bit of darkness near the end. We don't linger on it too long. Again, a lot of what I liked about this episode has already been talked about at length, so I don't want to go too deep. Oric's a bro. I think that's been mentioned. I will repeat. I like the bit of him walking away, whistling as Yumi and Hiroki reconcile over the lost diary. I don't think I have anything else to say that hasn't already been said at length. So I was gonna give it an A plus, but I've been convinced I'm gonna give it an S minus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Y'all are a bunch of bitches.
Cameron's suffering. We love to see it.
Cam is gonna keel over by the time we're finished.
Yeah.
This first sucks to be Cam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody
Wait,
hates
hold a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold on. If Wesley and Flower both gave it S minus, I gave it an S. So therefore, my rank is higher than both of them.
True, but
What do you mean?
What? I didn't even.
Named
I don't.
Dylan gave it an S plus plus plus.
Right.
I gave it
So,
an S splitity plus plus plus.
Disgusting.
Which is not real.
yeah.
Disgusting.
It's okay. Sorry, I just had to point that out. But move on, please. Like seriously, we need to hurry up.
Well,
Oh.
Cat
Night.
and Bookbird are his only friends.
I'm gonna let J-Man go.
I'm sorry, what? Huh?
Yeah, you want to go next?
What, was it still at Lost at Sea?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so essentially, I would say this is one of the better episodes of season. Is
I
my
take it
voice
back.
clear, by the way?
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Alright, good. Yeah, so I say this is like one of the better episodes of season 4. Like, I practically liked. Well, I liked pretty much like 80 to 90% of everything in this. So, yeah, dude, this whole like sort of a dilemma, or let's say a conflict between Ulrich and not Ulrich, but Yumi and her brother Hiroki. I thought it was something that I wish we saw a little bit more of, not just within this season, but just like in general, because I like seeing, Yumi's family and like seeing like how they essentially like interact with each other. But when it comes to this conflict right here, I felt it was pretty interesting, and I really liked that if it was treated as a very very dramatic and serious thing when Yumi saw that Hiroki, or well, it wasn't Hiroki, but when she saw the diary like completely like destroyed and such. I thought I thought it was a really nice dramatical thing that added a lot of, let's say I would say almost like sad emotions to it because you don't want to see like Hiroki didn't mean for that to happen, for all that stuff to Yumi's diary, and it's not as if he had super bad. Even though the thing about me is like even though Hiroki's intention wasn't necessarily bad when he took the diary, he kind of feels like the kind of kid who would be taking that diary anyway just to like mess with her and such. Like he kind of feels like that bratty kid that would like pull pranks and stuff like on Yumi and such. So it wasn't completely out of character for something like that to happen. But I'm glad like he had a, I won't say noble, but he actually like wanted like something. I think he wanted to like what get a scoop on Millie because he had like a crush on her. Is that like what he was dealing with in this or something like
Yes,
that?
he wanted to. He had a crush on Millie, and he didn't know how to talk to her. Oric's like, "We'll talk to her about her interests," and then he's like, "Oh, if I give her a scoop, then she'll like me for sure." And that was.
Oh
what
damn,
he
that's not a
came
good
up with
reason
for
at all. That was
scoop.
kind of mean.
Yeah,
Good.
so stupid.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's a
So
I mean,
Yeah.
he's 10.
Yeah.
he is 10, but like nah,
don't
I thought he.
care.
So nah, dude. Even though that was
Oh,
kind of like a shitty
damn.
reason to, that was kind of a shitty reason to take the diary, but I like that you can tell like he was genuine when he realized like what he did was wrong and such. I will say this though, even though I like the idea of Yumi being lost in the digital sea, I kind of wish they played that. I wish they did more of a build up to that because it sort of happens out of nowhere. Like I wish like you saw the build up as to how that sort of thing happened because I felt like the conflict in this episode with Yumi and Hiroki was enough, but it felt as if they needed more drama or let's say more let's say conflict. I guess conflict on Lyoko and such. But I wish they did like build up to it a little bit more. I think it really could have. This episode could have been much more interesting if we saw the reasoning as to how like she disappeared on the digital sea. I don't know if that was the intention for people to like I don't know, uh, interpret it themselves on how that happened, but it is what it is. And I do like that we saw like some like mental like monologuing or not monologue, but just like Yumi just thinking to herself, "Hey, it's like." Was this diary really like all that worth it when it comes to like me and Hiroki and such? Like I like that she started thinking about like all the times like she was bonding with Hiroki, and it's just one of those things I really appreciate about this show or just like shows like this. That sort of sibling like let's say that sibling bonding, like that sibling love. It's like past this diary stuff, past all the pranks, past all like the bratty attitude. The what was it, the sister younger brother like sort of let's say attitude they have towards each other, they still love each other. They're still family, and I really do appreciate what they tried to do here. I just wish they built on it a tiny bit more. And it's like the whole conflict with her being like stuck at the digital sea. It was solved pretty quick, and like it didn't take like I would say it wasn't that whatchamacallit dramatic of like a find for them to find Yumi. You can tell they just needed Yumi, just like in some sort of like secluded area where she can like naturally, let's say, learn to forgive Hiroki or just think about her brother a lot more. Well, I guess giving I guess like Jeremy, Aelita, Odd, and Ulrich just something to do so that they would still be somewhat relevant in this episode. But overall, I really did like it. I like it, and what was it the digital sea fights with the skids? I always like seeing those, man. I really do. It's like I thought those fights were all pretty awesome and such. So yeah, I would say like this is one of the better episodes of season 4. I'm not sure if I would put this on like an S tier necessarily. I would say maybe low mid tier A. I would say I really did like the Hiroki and Yumi such, and again like the whole thing with that you guys were mentioning earlier about whatchamacall Ulrich deciding not to read the diary and just like let's say being a gentleman about it. It's like I do respect that. I really do. I'm glad like there is like development like when it comes to that sort of thing. And I wasn't even thinking about it until Jory brought it up that it really is like let's say a callback to season 1 when Ulrich's diary was taken by Sissy and such. So that was a really a cool thing that they did here. The only thing though is just that fuck it. Oh, why did he? It's just so crazy how like this whole like diary like being destroyed thing happened only because like Odd just had to take Kiwi with him, and it's just like it was just so silly. And I was just thinking to myself, why did they have to go that far in order for them to try to like fix like Hiroki's situation? Why can't just Ulrich just like take Hiroki to like a private place saying, "Yo, I found a diary. It's like I'm gonna give this to you. Don't tell Yumi I give this to you," and such like that. And it's like, "Yo, don't do this again.
Can't trust
Like,
a
hope
kid.
you learned your lesson."
That's what I'm thinking.
Like,
Hiroki
like I don't
knows
think
he's
her.
mad.
Yeah, I was about to
Can't
say it's
trust-
like he didn't have to go that far. He really didn't, but it's like I don't know. I guess like Yumi's family has like a history of like not listening to like Ulrich when he says, "Hey, don't mention it was me who did it," you know, thinking back to the chips are down and such. But
Yeah,
it's like,
Hiroki has a bad history
I
with
thought we
not
agreed
keeping his
not to
mouth
speak
shut.
about that episode.
but
Yeah.
even then, I'm just like, yeah. Especially, I felt like in this sort of scenario, it's like he wouldn't dare open his mouth and say, "Yeah, Ulrich
Also,
gave it to me." It's like I don't think he's that stupid to say it. So I felt like Ulrich should have just did that, and maybe none of that other stuff would have
yeah.
happened afterwards. So go ahead.
Also,
Hold
sorry.
on.
Also, my point, but also I would say even Dylan's point more than mine in the chat. Hiroki wouldn't feel like he earnestly made up with Yumi, and that's actually very true because he wanted Hiroki to be the one to fix this himself.
Something I do want to bring up. Well, two things I want to bring up. One, we do get to see Yumi get shot by a conger eel. We don't get to see the aftermath of that until we see that she didn't return, but we do actually see her get hit. Like that is a thing in the episode. Another thing I will say though is in regards to, in you, okay, well, two more things actually. Yumi's diary having the pages ripped out by Kiwi. I will admit that in and of itself is a contrivance. That I will concede. Like it is a bit ridiculous that that happened. But however, in regards to Ulrich and Hiroki's logic throughout the episode, there are stupid things that characters do, and you genuinely ask yourself, why would you do that? That's so silly. But this is one of those things where I feel like nothing that any of these characters did in this episode, while yes, it would be more straightforward to just give Hiroki the diary, I feel like this is a sort of thing where I wouldn't call it a narrative contrivance, but just more human error. Yeah, no. Ulrich wanted Hiroki to find the diary so that, like Dylan had said, so that Hiroki would feel like he genuinely, earnestly did what he could for Yumi. How was he supposed to know that the damn dog would take it away?
Actually,
Damn dog.
I would also like to add,
Stupid
as
dog.
I typed in chat, Ulrich probably doesn't want to be implicated in Hiroki's shenanigans in such because
That's
because
that's another
Ulrich
fair point.
Ulrich found it would like be so sus in Yumi's eyes.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, another thing.
I'm not.
what's it?
I don't think
Hiroki-
Ulrich. I mean, obviously, Ulrich's justification for his actions here is that he wants to help Hiroki make up with Yumi, and so just giving it back himself is not the way to do it. But like, there's probably like a very small, tiny bit of his subconscious is like, don't fucking do anything that makes Yumi think you were involved in any of this. Like, just avoid it. Just avoid it. because this isn't technically the first. I mean, Ulrich literally has nothing to do with it, but he has technically done something like this before with Johnny.
Yeah.
Wait, was this
So-
episode before or after the episode where whatchamacallit, Ulrich had to cover up for Odd because of something he did to Yumi?
It's before.
That's before, yeah. So if this was after, maybe I would understand what Dylan's saying a lot more. But no.
What? No. Literally, he had Johnny just stalk and mess with Yumi all freaking day as like a
Yeah.
really
It was like a couple episodes ago, right?
and Yumi was pissed at him for it as much as it ended up
Shower.
saving her
I thought.
life.
No, that's not Hot Shower. That's
Oh, okay.
that's the Pretender.
Uh,
In that season 3 episode.
okay.
Hold on, I'm genuinely curious. The Pretender is
The season 3 episode.
the 58th episode of Code Lyoko, and this episode is like 76. Yeah, that was like 20 episodes ago.
So like, if he were
He's
to just
learned
give the diary back to Yumi, or like he'd be like, "Here, Hiroki, I found the diary." Like, if that got back to Yumi in any way, she would just immediately be like, "Oh, so you like contrived this to earn brownie points with me or something?" Just like that time you sicked Johnny on me as some sort of joke, even though he ended up saving my life.
to be fair, what Ulrich does in The Pretender is pretty bad and
Yeah,
very
it is.
immature.
I mean, he
Yeah.
does. No, like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not defending it at all. I'm just making my point.
He just wanted
Anyway.
to pick on Johnny more than anything, but sorry, go on. But yeah.
Yeah, so essentially this episode I would say is like maybe a low to like mid-tier A. I really do think it's one of the better episodes of season 4, and like I just wish you got like more whatchamacall, more sibling dynamics with Yumi and Hiroki. I think they did really good when it comes to what they had to deal with here, so there's pretty much that.
I mean, I personally love the sibling dynamics between Hiroki and his future brother-in-law. They're really good.
What?
Mhm.
Oh, well, it's debatable, I think. About the brother-in-law stuff. By the way, Cam, you rank it an A?
What? I didn't say anything
Cam,
like that.
A-Man said A.
No, okay, man, it said A.
oh, okay. Because I was about to say, like, Cam, why would you rank it an A and then you feel like as if you got stabbed by us giving it an S?
Shush.
S for stab.
So J-Man said A.
Sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no.
Alright, so is Cam
yeah.
gonna go before Jory, or is Jory?
Yeah,
gonna
Jory, go. Go, Jory.
Like this would have been
Make
an
me
S if
proud.
they give like if they showed us like how Yumi got lost at sea, because it just felt as if they just tacked that on.
We
So
no,
yeah.
no, no. Again, we saw her got shot by a conger.
I
in
know
the
she got
episode.
shot, but it's like I think
Yeah.
what was it? Odd Skid was also shot, but he was fine. So what made Yumi's different? Again, there was no clear distinction.
She got
there.
she got
It's
hit,
me.
and it essentially getting hit. The force from the blast knocked her into one of the portals. One of the like
It really showed us
high
that.
speed. It didn't show us
didn't
that,
show us
but they literally
that
say that's what
specifically.
happened.
Nah, dude. It's like I'm a guy who goes for the show. Like, don't just tell us
Jeremy-
the thing. Like, that
Jeremy
doesn't work for me.
literally says she must have gotten knocked into one of
Kelly
the
Truck.
portals, and that's how
I think
she got
criticism
lost.
is fair in that regard.
They really should have
but-
showed that scene then,
Yeah,
because like
okay.
even then, it's like I'm not a big fan of them just like telling us what happened, because like especially if they're gonna take that moment like as seriously as they did, they needed to show the audience so we can feel the urgency of her being knocked into that sort of portal, sort of whatever.
I still think the urgency was shown quite well within the episode. However, I do respect your
Yeah.
opinion.
Jeremy,
You can go on
and
both.
actually, credit to Ulrich here too. They managed to keep their head on straight and do the smart thing to, reel it in, go back, devirtualize, just kind of chill for a moment and focus on what needs to be done to properly make sure that they can save Yumi as effectively as they can. Because they just got attacked. They were damaged. They were down on life. The skid was down on life points or energy or whatnot. They needed to regroup before putting all their effort in. So they did they made the right call. They did the right thing. They did what they needed to do at that moment.
Trying to find the part in the episode where Yumi gets her skid shot.
While you do that, Jory,
Jory?
you're next. Make me proud,
Oh, sorry. I
please.
thought it was still
Next.
your guys' turn after you said it.
By the way, Flyer, don't forget to add his ranking too.
J-Man, I did already.
No,
Jory.
Jory's.
Jo-
Yeah.
Well,
Jory-
it ju-
Jory's
Jory's
with A?
just. No, he's just.
Jory
starting.
hasn't ranked it
no,
yet.
no,
I haven't said anything.
I know.
But
Come
I
on.
was like, I didn't think I heard it ranking
No,
Jory.
he's trying to start.
No.
I've tried to get him to start. All right, Jory.
I'm gonna be honest. Everyone else basically said everything that I could possibly say about this episode. I was gonna bring up both the callback to episode 3 with the diary, but I was also gonna bring back
Episode 4, by the way.
Weren't you the one that said it
Sorry.
first?
Yes.
What?
Well, then,
Yo, Jory,
I mean,
use-
I mentioned it a little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, if you actually me again, I'm gonna come over there and I'm going to slap you so hard
If
that
what?
your head will spin 720 degrees.
So about the episode.
Crazy.
What are you talking about?
You're like, oh, it's episode 4 actually.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm Jeremy Belpoint in real life.
It was
And like
episode 3.
the Morse code thing.
Uh,
Um, was like
Tim
something else
was Kotick?
I was gonna bring up
Yeah, go on.
because I thought it was pretty awesome. Honestly, like I don't know if that was Yumi, even if it's like I might never see her again. I'm gonna be honest, like that is such a huge, titanic violation of her privacy, especially when the whole point of him getting that diary was to fucking. Oh, what was it again? Oh, let me think. It was like to get a scoop, wasn't it? Right?
Yes, it was
Yep.
to impress Millie because he has a crush on her.
It
Yeah.
was the whole purpose was literally to blast Yumi's entire like diary out there.
I don't think it was to do it for the entire diary. I think he wanted to find some very juicy secret about Yumi that not even he knew, that he could share with Millie, so that Millie could get like a really juicy story and like be like, "Oh my gosh, thank you, Hiroki. Let's go on a date." Ah.
Yeah.
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be honest, like that. Oh my god, I would never be okay with that ever.
I mean, it really depends on what Yumi's written in that diary.
What?
Also,
let's
like,
be real.
if you're gonna die, first off, your secrets, unless they're like
Let's talk about this.
admitting
She
to really
literally
heinous
said, "I will
crime.
never forgive you."
Yeah, but like, you're gonna die. Do you want to die hating your brother for doing something admittedly extremely stupid and invasive of your privacy? But like, you're going to die. Does it really matter that you're mad at him?
Yes, actually, I wouldn't
at
just
least you're
forgive him
internally
like that.
consistent.
I wouldn't just forgive him, just be like, "Oh, we're good." Like, no, like you took the diary. Like, she doesn't even ask why.
I don't. Keep in mind, at the end of the episode, he gives it back to her, intact, mind you, with like all the pages returned to the diary.
I know,
And
but
obviously, he has not done anything malicious with it.
he was
or at
going
least-
to. He was going to.
Yes, but he realized he made a mistake and gave the diary back and was
Okay,
sorry.
it shouldn't have happened to begin with.
So by the end of the episode, Yumi has realized she's, maybe didn't overreact, but like she almost died, and maybe she should appreciate the relationship she has with her brother a little bit more. And Hiroki's realized he's fucked up majorly, and like he's genuinely remorseful and acknowledges how stupid of a thing it was he did. So
Isn't it yours turn?
at the end of the episode, Yumi has plenty of valid justification to forgive Hiroki, because Hiroki is given the diary. Like, if Hiroki still hadn't given the diary back or hadn't found it or anything, or I mean, I guess technically hadn't found the pages for it, since he did find the binding, but whatever. Like, there would still be plenty of cause to be mad at him, and forgiving him would still make sense, but like not make as much. But like how the episode ends has perfectly consistent human logic in it, and emotional logic too. Like, I have to strongly disagree with you there.
And that's fine if you do. I mean, we have different ways. I am, and I will admit this. I'm pretty spiteful. Like, when it comes to things that are like extreme like that.
What? You never.
No, I'm. So whose turn is it?
It's yours, buddy.
It's your turn.
It's yours. So maybe shut your fucking mouth.
Damn, that's crazy.
Continue.
Like, listen,
Continue.
Listen,
Yeah.
when it comes to family, there are lines
Family.
there's things where it's like, people fuck up. I'm willing to forgive in some cases. However, like, there are some things that are truly unforgivable, and if you forgive someone that quickly, then it's like
Wait a
nothing
minute.
ever happened. And I
Wait a
can't
minute.
agree with that.
Hold on, wait. You're talking about you don't agree with Hiroki, or no, sorry, you don't agree with Yumi making up with
He doesn't
Hiroki, like
think
forgiving
Yumi
him?
should have forgiven.
I don't think it should have been
Hiroki
that
at the
quick.
end of the episode.
Okay, well,
I
hold
do
on.
not
Okay.
think it should be
Well, hold on. But it's
Yeah, let
but
me
the
explain
scenario,
something.
but the scenario with almost thinking that you're probably not going to make it out alive, and you think about your last moments with Hiroki, and how much you almost ruined a friendship or relationship with your sibling over something that's not crazy important.
I mean, it's kind of important.
Yeah, it's personal, but like.
I'd say it's extremely important, actually.
Give your reasonings, man.
I'm just saying single
I think
sentences,
Jory
and I'm gonna get
holds
jumped just like
personal-
that. There we go.
Well, I want to hear
Like
Jory
fucking
explain
Jory.
himself.
Jory, what were you saying?
Can you let Jory freaking explain himself? No more interruptions.
Okay.
Jory.
God, I even forgot what fucking point I was on.
Amazing.
What I'm saying is that, like, if
Put your takes in the comments.
Yumi's her own character, she can decide to forgive him if she wants to. I'm just saying that I don't agree with it because I think it was way too fast. I understand she had a whole thing of like, but I might die and I might never actually see him again. But like, we have to roll it back and understand, like, he willingly went into her space, took her diary. He knows better because we know that he knows better. And did it all for the purpose of trying to get with a girl. And the whole thing that this was going to do was to publicly blast, even if it's just one thing from her diary, it's in there for a reason. It's obviously in there because she doesn't want anyone to read it. So,
You're saying there should have been more of a build-up
I
for
think,
like her to
yes.
forgive him? That's
Yes, I do.
understandable. Nothing
Yes,
wrong
I
with
do.
doing that. There's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
that's completely.
I'm
fair.
not saying he's like never forgive. It's not like he killed someone or anything like that. But like there should have been way more of a build up. I understand it's a 20-minute episode, but I'm talking realistically.
Mm.
It makes you.
Yeah.
It also almost makes you wish that this was like a half an hour long special, like 30 minutes. So
I know
that you
Yumi
still get a
doesn't-
proper storyline to this. Yeah.
And I know Yumi doesn't know the reason. But that's the thing. She never even asks why. And it's like that'd be the first thing that I would ask. It's like, hey, buddy, why'd you steal my really important book with all my secrets in it?
Not gonna lie, it's like when it comes to siblings that young, they be doing stupid shit to each other just cause. A lot of times there's no
I'm sorry,
reason for
That
it.
is a question
I
I wanted to ask.
Yeah,
Jory, do you have siblings?
I have two. I have a younger and older sister, and I
Okay,
knew
that's
from the
fair.
beginning. Listen, I was not a perfect kid, but I never read their diaries. I knew
That's
to
fair.
respect their space.
No,
And I'm
that's fair.
autistic, so he has no excuse. No
That's
excuse. He did that with
That's not true.
malicious.
I
He did it with
he didn't.
malicious
And-
intent.
I would not call it malicious. Stupid, but not malicious.
Thoughtless. Yes. Stupid.
Yes.
Yes.
But you even said it yourself. You even said that like siblings do shit with other siblings all the time just because they can. Like there's just gonna be another one of those. Like there is malice there.
In a sense, I guess. But I feel like it's less so with that and him more being like, just thinking very silly. Thinking that, hey, I'm gonna get with Millie because I'm gonna share some dirty secrets about my sister. And it's like,
Yeah, it's just
Is
a
it
joke is not gonna work with me.
I'm
not
not.
a
It
matter
was
of
just a
his
prank?
just-
No, I don't care.
It's just a prank.
I would like to contend that the show doesn't ask the question because then there would be a primary complaint on why the show does not deliver on the question, aka later episode where Yumi gets back at Odd and Ulrich for the story that they share or the picture that they shared with Millie and Tamia. And B, it's like, it's not particularly necessary. It's not necessary to the story, and you're like trying to demand of the episode something that physically cannot fit in the episode in a series
I'm
in
just
a show
giving
that
my
is
thoughts.
episodic.
I'm just giving my thoughts, and I already said that. Like, I understand it's a 20-minute thing. I understand they can't be super like thorough about that kind of thing. Because I understand they have 20 minutes. I'm just saying, like, I really do think this should have been a point of contention maybe later. I don't know.
I understand what he's saying. And it almost makes you, again, I said it before, it makes you wish that this was like a half-hour special, because I feel like a story like this could have been expanded upon a little bit more.
I think they could have done 2 episodes with this. This is a really serious thing.
I think for 30 minutes, I think it was handled how it needed, the best it could for actually 23 minutes. 23 minutes.
I'm not even
actually.
saying that I hate this episode. I honestly am still going to put it at S.
Really?
Now you're
Yeah. And I'm
Alright,
not doing it just to spite whoever doesn't want it at S. I honestly wasn't paying attention.
Nah.
I am so confused right
Amber's
now.
been
I honestly
slaughtered
really
by
liked
this
it,
point.
and you know what? I actually did like the like
What
the like you me thinking back on like her with Hiroki and her being like, oh god, like that did tug on my heartstrings. I'm just giving my personal thoughts as a writer on the chemistry of that. That's all. I still think it's an S tier episode. I still think it's great. Premise was awesome. I do agree that that Ulrich, William. I got all 3 of those love triangles confused. I agree that William really didn't need to be there. And yes, I know. I'm gonna get shot by by
Momo's not here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna get shot when she reads this. But
I got shot.
she didn't really like. He didn't really like do much of like anything. He was just like there. He was just like, "Oh, I've got a boat now." Wee.
I mean, to be completely frank, William is simply there as an as the physical manifestation of Xana, which he in a lot of season 4 he is simply just the conduit through which Xana himself engages. Like remember Jeremy, Xana Jeremy in Ghost Channel? That's just William a lot lot of the time in season 4.
At some point,
So,
I
like,
would like to actually
sending
do a whole...
William-
Sorry, I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Sending William is Xana's like, wait, hold on. Is that Yumi I see? Oh, I'm gonna have myself some fun here. Let's send William. Let's send William today. I'm feeling like a good jokes on the menu. Like that's just Xana in this episode.
They should never let me write an episode because like not only would I make Xana talk, I'd make him the smarmiest, douchiest villain. Or at the what? Never mind. At the very least, I'd put someone in that would make him. That would be like
You would make Xana
villain.
exactly who he is.
Well, like I'd make him talk.
To be honest,
more.
it's like Xana's kiss kind of made him the douchiest villain like ever. Because
Yes. Okay. So it fits. Okay. Cool. Good to know. I genuinely would like to see that. Like I'd like to go and whatever. Getting off topic from that episode. What I was gonna say is that I think at some point we should have like a whole like podcast on just like what Xana is and if there's a way to tell the difference between like if he's actually who he is or if he's or like the person under control like has their own consciousness or something in between because like it's never really explained.
I would like to make the point that Xana's smug narcissism would not be nearly as good if he talked. The fact that Xana basically never speaks except for except for in Ghost Channel and then like a couple times where he like does technically speak through William. Like I think if he had like a voice, even if that voice felt very in character for an omnipotent evil AI, or not omnipotent, but like a semi-omnipotent evil AI, I think it would not work nearly as well. Like there's just this implied smug narcissism that just it works because he never says anything. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I really liked what Flower said, though. Yumi deep down knows that this anger she has with Hiroki won't last forever, and getting a reality check on how time is precious essentially accelerated her forgiveness process. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you think after after you almost like died and you think of your last moments with him, you actually survive it, you're gonna go the next time you see Hiroki, you're gonna get on his ass still, or maybe
Yes.
at least be more civil about it. like really trying to like have a
Well,
civil
Jory has
conversation. Like,
admitted that he is
why
on
were you
the
trying to do this? Like, you're not.
No.
what?
Sorry, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jory has admitted that he's a bit autistic. So it's I'm not demeaning your character or anything, but it would make a little more. It makes a little more sense with your justification here.
Huh?
I don't get what that means.
What?
Let's not.
You might want to
Yeah,
cut
I'm
that
not-
out.
yeah,
I can't. But anyways, I am moving.
Okay.
I am moving on from that.
Have
But
a
my-
funny meme. While
Let him speak. Cam's been waiting.
Yeah,
let's
Ken,
see,
go ahead.
Us giving lost. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, that's too good.
Make that into a YouTube short.
Oh my god, dude.
And that's bold.
Bring it on.
I still like my Takumi
Yeah,
Ishiyama edit.
That was very good.
I'm sorry. I can't. I definitely would at least have a civil conversation with Hiroki after surviving such a situation and looking back at the last thing you said to him. Like Hiroki had no idea. Hiroki was not gonna have any idea that was probably gonna be the last time he saw Yumi. I know. And the other big thing is we've said it so many times. Hiroki is 10, and I know you don't care, but like that's just how 10-year-olds are. I don't like. What are you gonna like? I don't get it. Like you have to really talk to them, and I mean, yeah, the frustration's gonna. Yumi's frustration right off the bat is very valid, but I would have at least had a separate conversation with Hiroki the next time I saw. Just trying to understand why he did what he did, and Yumi could have, and then Yumi could have tell him how wrong it is because he needs to learn that. He needs to learn these things. Kids have to learn, I guess this is just gonna be me rolling into my take, but I don't know how many times I've mentioned Lost at Sea. Have I mentioned it quite a lot, Wazy?
I don't know. I don't
think it was something
What you asked him?
I don't think. I know I talked
Comment
about.
before?
Yeah, I know I talked about the lake way more than the
yeah.
Lost at Sea, but I know I at least mentioned a couple times that Lost at Sea has always been a very boring episode for me. Despite the great character development that's in it that I didn't obviously see when we were watching it a couple times when I was younger, I was just every time I rewatch this show and I come up to after two great episodes like Hot Shower in the Lake, I come to Lost at Sea, I would actually skip to the next episode. I wouldn't watch it. I just find myself very bored, and that's not exactly me now, but because I do agree with pretty much everyone about what they said about this episode. Let me just scroll down.
Who's typing?
My Lord Jesus.
Okay. It's Jamin's typing, I think. Yeah.
He's really
What's up,
going
what?
at it.
Oh my god.
No, we were hearing someone's typing.
Aggressively
He's
typing.
he's writing a strongly worded letter to Cameron's boss.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this man. Did an
That's
amazing
me
job.
ranting elsewhere about what's been happening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, talk about that later. I want to know the deets.
Let's see. So, yeah, I just think I was just kind of very bored and also annoyed at the episode, but it was to show character development, which I learned to, and I later learned as I grew up with the show. But I still think it's a boring episode. I don't hate it. I agree with all the talk about how emotional this episode is and how dark it is. This is one of the darkest episodes. It's not like edgy dark. It's just, I mean, someone's a character looks like they're about to die, and she's just kind of going through it and just kind of reminiscing of. She's just kind of like seeing her like life flash in front of her. in her eyes. So my share is not going to really be long at all. Uh, S. I'm kidding.
What?
What'd you say?
I'm not giving this an S.
Rank is S.
I immediately reacted.
Yeah, I was hoping so.
Think about it like that.
Yeah. No, man, I was actually originally going to get this an A, but I need to look
The
at
real
ranks.
question is where in the S tier are we going to put this episode?
I'll tell you.
I think we attacked Cam so many times that we basically forced him to give it an S. I do believe.
Conditioned him.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what the fuck?
Flower, I saw you. Flower put me as an S. I was
Is
joking.
it not S? Or is
No,
it
no.
joking?
Yeah, well, no. I said S in psych, and then
Oh.
I thought y'all. I mean, some of y'all reacted to me saying psych, but
Oh, so
course.
okay. Okay then.
I thought you were
Yeah.
being legit. I was like, what
Well,
the hell?
sorry, no. So like I said, I don't hate this episode. I still think it's just kind of a meh episode. I think it's boring. I don't know. It's just I don't want an I'm not always looking for an action packed. This one was just not. There's just to me not a lot going on. Despite Yumi trapped. The digital scene fights were not till the end anyways. It wasn't like I know like technically it was taking place in digital sea, but mostly it was on Earth really with just trying to with all the grief that the warriors are going through. You know, I feel for Auric and everybody really. It's hard to. You're right, and I probably should keep it S because of the fact that no, but see they didn't finish the job, so it can't be S. So I'm kidding. I'm between A and B. I'm not gonna lie.
Go with your gut.
I came into this stream saying A, but I don't know something. The more I skimmed through it and looked over it and
Give it a B plus, Cam. Just give it the B plus.
like I'm really stuck, man. I'm gonna have to. I did. I think that fits actually. I'm gonna say B for boring.
Oh my god.
I had A. I was gonna do A, but
This is an interesting.
Five S's versus two B's and an A.
well, it's gonna be.
Actually, I think this is kind of an easy one to answer.
It is.
It's at the
I'll
bottom
put
of
it.
the S rank.
Exactly.
Easy one to answer.
You're exactly what I was gonna do. Like I'm not trying to bring it down
It's not
from S.
Yeah.
I
y'all
gave
have
it
this one?
I give it the very memey S triple plus, but like it's not better than I'd rather not talk about it.
No, I don't think. I honestly don't. I might. This is just probably me because I didn't rank it an S to begin with. I'm okay with this being here, kinda. I'm not trying to take over like the tier list. I never do. So, but I do think it would be at the bottom of S with our ranks. But also, I would personally say out of the S ones, I would think that it is the least of the S's because I'm just looking back at these other ones. They are just better than Lost at Sea. But I would like to know if anyone thinks it's deserves higher in S. I actually want to hear why as well.
I don't.
Hold on. I don't have the tier list in front of me. I was gonna argue.
It's on the stream.
My
It's higher.
problem with it being higher is it's not. I'd rather not talk about it. It's just a better is like a better, more enjoyable episode. Like
I
as
agree.
much as this episode is good and it does a lot of things, like it's just not better than.
Oh my
I'd rather not talk
god,
about
that could
If
be the name of
someone
a
wants to make
podcast.
the
Hold on,
justification,
hold on.
though,
Before I
go
forget,
for
it would be so awesome if we had a podcast called Epi Show.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
what?
could continue.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I just thought it was a
Explain.
good title.
Wait, what?
I said epic shows. Like, what is that supposed to be in?
I thought you were going
Okay.
somewhere with this. I thought you said you had
No,
an idea.
because you said because it sounded like you said episode. I was like, oh,
Oh
all right,
no,
yeah.
I thought episode. I thought you were saying that you had an
You tried
idea
what
of
you
like a
could, but
podcast or
that's what
something.
happened.
I didn't get it. But,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
What
cook.
about Wazy? Did you think, or Flower? You think it's like higher than where it's at
I
in
don't
S?
think it's
No.
Well, for me, I already have it at an S minus.
Right.
So like,
Yeah.
originally I was having. It's a good episode, but I don't think. It, I think S tier should be for the ultimate standout episodes. This is a pretty memorable episode, but I don't think, like, if I were to put together a list of top 10 episodes, I don't think Lost at Sea would be on it. It's still a pretty good episode, but not. It's not like above S tier in my opinion.
Yeah. All right. I was just curious. All right.
I wouldn't rank it above any of these episodes. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that was.
I mean, based on how we ranked it, it'd be at the top of the A if it was in A. So the bottom of the S is kind of where will be.
Yeah, I still see it below a lot of these A episodes, but I'll let it. I'm okay. I took a lot of bullets to the heart today.
I think I gave. How many of these the A ranked ones did I give an S? I'm curious now.
This one has been a very good, entertaining tier stream, though. I will say it's been a really good one. I think I
I
said
think
that
it's
about
probably because we haven't done one in a while.
Yeah, and it's funny because I said the same exact thing our last stream when we had a 7th-month gap before. So I guess.
So I think it just makes sense that we do a tier stream, wait a couple months, and then come back every time, and then we will never lose this feeling.
Well, see, this is why I changed it to every other week. I think it's just nice to take a breather and come back fresh to talk about and fight about episodes. So I thought this has been the second good stream in a row where it's just been I don't know, there hasn't been any problems. Like it was just very entertaining all throughout. Loved hearing all the takes. Everyone had good takes too.
especially me.
Especially me.
Oh.
Okay.
I
I
sure
think.
you think the lake is an S tier.
Did I say S?
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't say S.
Cam.
I said A.
Didn't you say S?
I said A.
Either way, A tier.
Yeah, I did think it. Yeah, I thought the lake was a really good episode.
Still.
Let's
Still.
calm down now. Did
I'm
you
ready.
hear? Did you hear the emotion and in my share? I was really
That would be
like, I didn't have to like I haven't rewatched it. And I had things to say about it, and I feel like a lot of times here when I do these tier streams, because I have so much to do here, I feel like my shares don't last that long, and I'm just like that's it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. I just said I tried to do my homework as well to get more of a refresher, but
Fair.
I don't remember me ranking the Wake as a B plus. All of a sudden,
I'm
I
like
remember
yeah,
me
you-
ranking
looking
it
at
a
some
B,
of
but
the.
B
I'm
plus.
like
I don't
trying.
remember that.
Have I not?
Yeah, you said-
Was I not ranking some of the season 4 episodes? Because I feel like
unless you weren't there, but you were here for most of them. You might want to just
Because-
you're gonna have to do your best Discord search.
it goes Xana Awakens Part 2, and then the immediate next one I gave it an A minus, and I think it was for episode 71. Which mean, and then unless Flower used a different user.
Oh well, good luck.
Yeah.
No, I was not. I did not rank.
So, yeah, I
Clone
guess-
Returns.
I guess we'll do the next stream 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I guess does that sound? Should we stick to a every other week schedule for the streams? 'Cause I know it could be too much to do every week.
But you're not
We're just
having.
gonna do chill Pokemon stuff now and whatnot. Is that what?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we could just
Are we-
for the next hour and a
Yeah, we're
half.
still
Yeah, we're still streaming right now. For the
Okay.
next hour and a half, we can just I can just do more Pokemon stuff. Next Saturday, like I said, we won't do a stream next Saturday. We'll do it every other week. But we could still have a chill stream next Saturday, like old times. Just I'll be recording. We just talk about whatever, and and then I can play Pokemon.
And use it against us.
And I can end the stream playing, or I can end the day with streaming Pokemon. I don't want Pokemon to overhaul every call like it has been. I'm sorry for that, by the way, for the people who are not fans
Kim
of
says
Pokemon.
that. You're just trying to make
What? It's time for content. It's time to get back into it. I've had a blast with Pokemon Violet. Don't get me wrong, but I'm back in the crave of wanting to
You're just
roll
trying to
out
make
Koyoko content.
the DLC 2 last until ZA comes out, aren't you?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not. It's not on purpose. I have literally just been in a content crave again. You know, that comes and goes, and I have videos that I've been sitting on the grill off for a long time, and I'm cooking them now. So I just rolled one out today. Trying to get my shorts out that I've had on my list forever too. So I just want to get them back into Koyoko stuff and just chill with you guys again, because those it's always fun doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll balance both out. It can work, especially that I got the main game out of the way.
Okay. Well, then I have an idea. Let's rank the bird Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Sure.
We need to go find this. I need to find the last thing of stakes with Cat so I can get the legendaries. That's all I'm gonna do today. I just want to get the last stakes and then catch all 3 legendaries and call it a night. Sound good with you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll
You
do
wanna
a
catch 'em on
bird tier
stream?
list.
Pokemon bird
Me and
tier list.
Dylan worked together and put together a list of all the bird Pokemon.
I did a lot of the initial stuff, and
You
then
did.
Flower
You did
like
do it
double
already.
checked it essentially.
Yeah.
Here,
Fuck
let
it,
me.
let's
We're still streaming.
Hold on.
Oh, I didn't know you already did it. Oh, I just remember
Oh
it
no,
mentioned.
the list is already made. Give me 2
Oh,
seconds.
okay.
I
Yeah,
have
I'll
to dig
like
it
to
out of
see
my
that.
Google Drive.
Fuck it, let's go.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
birds.
We're
I
still
honestly,
streaming?
I'm gonna say,
Yeah, I'm still streaming. I
right
can
off the
stop.
bat, even though I
No.
hate Gen 8, Corviknight is gonna be S tier for me.
Yeah, I
So many
agree.
Discord
No, I
notifications
agree.
going off?
I think Flower can also agree.
It's a shame you're not watching our Pokemon streams because my ace is this large Corviknight.
If it was any other
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon game, any
Oh,
other,
come
like,
on! Any other Pokemon game that hurts me?
other than Sword and Shield, like
Yeah,
I'll even watch fucking Sun and Moon.
or 7 apparently.
Jory, did you know I have a shiny Corviknight?
Dude, Violet.
No,
Violet is better. I haven't played any of them, but just from what I know, I can already say Violet's better than both 8 and 7 combined.
Flower also has a shiny Corvus
Get on it.
Squire. I don't know if you've evolved it, Flower.
You've given me a
I'm
shiny
playing
Corviknight.
X, and I prefer
Oh, I gave
Violet.
it to you as a Corviknight.
Yeah, I think you did.
What'd you say, Wizzy?
I've been playing X, and I preferred Violet, but yeah.
Yeah.
are we streaming this by the way? Like, are we streaming the tier list?
No,
we
I'm gonna stop it right now. Actually, so thank you for
Okay.
everyone who's participated and been watching. Yeah, I just
Yeah, everyone.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Dream
thank
Man
you.
is back. Aha.